is October 17th. Hopefully you're having a pleasant Thursday. Maybe you're watching this at a later date. Honestly, hopefully that's a good day too. How's everyone doing? It's a Thursday. We got some Netrunner this evening for us. Happy Thursday to you, Liza, as well. Welcome. How's it going? Hey, Maddie. How you doing? Hey, what's up, Sads? Happy Thursday. Okay. So the music is just fading away gracefully. I didn't fuck it up that time. That's perfect. Hopefully you're doing well. We have some Netrunner tonight. Not anything in particular. We're gonna be just kind of playing some stuff. Deck list of the week is actually the deck that won Worlds. Last week we did kind of a smorgasbord where we played, I think, one match with like a bunch of different decks just to test them out. All generally Worlds decks. This deck we played with, this is Pincel's Worlds deck. It is an Asa, which was no one's pick for what would win Worlds, as far as I know. And it's Buck Wild. It's actually a really fun deck too. We played one match with it, one game with it last. There's my mouse cursor. Last week, and it was actually a pretty fun time. A very flexible deck. It reminds me a fair bit. I realized after the matchup. Maybe if you've been playing Netrunner for a long time now, you remember this like Estelle Moon HB deck that was like really hot, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. This feels a lot like it. Just because both fully operational feels a lot like Estelle Moon, and this is the sort of like the Ice Suite is actually really similar, like vanilla Architect. I think that deck only had Fairchild 3. We have Gatekeeper and Hagen, which are both pretty nice ice. You got that one Lakshmi, which was like a pretty clutch thing back in those days when you were playing that deck. I think the Agenda Suite is almost entirely the same, except Efficiency Committee used to be ABT. What's that card called now? What's ABT stand for? Accelerated Beta Test. It's been a minute. But this is largely the same idea, which is really cool. And it's actually pretty flexible and fun. We have this one already in JNet. This one's a bit tricky to play. I wonder how much people are seeing this online and people are tired of it. You know, playing against the best deck in the world. Maybe is a bit intimidating, but this one actually has a pretty high skill cap. And I feel like last time we played it, you could see how high the ceiling was, and you could see how we're just hopping. We're not even brushing it. We're just kind of getting a bit in the air, but you know, there's a lot farther to go. Yo, Rob, how's it going? Haven't seen a ton on JNet? Okay, that's good to know. So we won't be at least passe, right? Low skill floor, I guess. I don't know. I feel like you can really cock this deck up real bad. I think the skill floor is actually kind of high as well. Maybe it is just a low skill floor deck, and you can just slam things and play Cybernetics Court, and then wantonly fully operational, and you're good to go. Maybe that's the case. I don't know, but we'll find out for sure. I honestly felt like the skill floor on that deck was a bit higher. It's cool though. Only 8 games now online tonight. Let's see if it takes us a minute to find someone. Sorry, that's what I mean. It's bad if you don't know what you're doing. Oh, okay. So that's a high. Oh yeah, no, you're right. That is a low skill floor. I have that backwards. No, you're totally right. If it's a high skill floor, that means I forget what that means. It's not the easiest deck to pilot, I think is what we're all agreeing on, which I think is a good start. If you don't know what you're doing, it gets really weird. And yeah, that kind of, we were at pretty good confidence last week when we were playing. We had Pat around, which is always good support. Also just great to run like ideas off of people. High skill floor equals autopilotable, right? That's what that means, right? Just because like the floor is so high, you're already doing really well. Good things Valencia and all that. HBETF. This week actually has only been an hour so far. I'm joined by a very special guest. Humphrey the cat has returned. Humphrey the cat has replaced the majority of all succulents in this apartment with his handsome self. Most succulents are poisonous to cats. Maybe it's not most, but at least the ones I had. So you win for the weekend, my friend. Ooh, Freedom. Freedom's actually a pretty tough matchup. We do have 3 ice, which is a pretty good start, but Freedom is really good at trashing things that generally this deck doesn't protect that well, things like Cybernetics Court. We have 3 ice, which is actually a pretty good start. No assets, a hedge fund's good too. We could do like hedge fund, ice, Gatekeeper, Hagen, both pretty good at the beginning game. Vanilla generally gets dealt with pretty easily with they have a Yusuf. It's just one counter. Even sometimes if this is the other deck list of the week, it might other winning Worlds deck definitely has some paper clips in there. We're gonna keep this hand, I think. Hi Humphrey, Nana says meow. Humphrey's been pretty chill. I think he's kind of like understanding the idea that he's been jettisoned for the weekend, but we get on pretty good. All right, we got the Executive Bootcamp. This is a really clutch card again. This gets trashed for free with Freedom. I kind of like the Hagen, I think, on R&D. We'll put the Gatekeeper on HQ. The Gatekeeper is a nice draw. A 0 strength Kogate. Generally, they break it for 3 credits anyways with, what's it called? Oh, with Black Orchestra. Oh, this is Asa, excuse me. We don't really have an Asa trigger. I totally forgot we're Asa. So Asa says you may install a card each turn. Let me move my face in a second. First time you install a card each turn, you may install an additional non-agenda card from HQ, protecting that server. Can't be an agenda. This is a conservative start, but you want to make sure you don't get those data sucker or those virus tokens building up. Okay, I think this is as big as we go. Freedom, actually, yeah, it's pretty rough matchup from my understanding. We have a lot of like cheap stuff we need to protect, so I think like vanilla into Bootcamp is a good start, but then I don't know what we're looking for. Maybe Rashida? We do have this tech against DDoS if they are. I don't know, I haven't seen a lot of Apocalypse Freedom, but this deck, DDoS is really good against it because it generally has single ice. Hippo into Clone Chip, everything looks like the good deck so far. They're on 2 credits, which is pretty good for us. We do have the Cybernetics Court, which if they Freedom it, it's not too bad. So what do we do here this turn? We can always double install these for free, so I guess we're going to be drawing a bit. That's not great. We could jam out a 3-2, which isn't the worst. With 2 credits, it's unlikely they can get to the remote server, but they can always do Yusuf, run archives, run the remote, and they'll get through. That can be scary. Uh-oh, Humphrey, where'd you go? We can definitely draw once more. So we could just jam the Cybernetics Court with the vanilla. We could also just like jam the Vitruvius vanilla. I think that's probably okay. And we'll install this. So the worst case scenario here is that they have the Yusuf, which is generally a 2 of in the deck. If they have Paperclip, it's not even that good because I had to play it. They just injected and trashed a single Yusuf. They do have the Clone Chip to pull it back, and they have Daily Cast, Gamble, Knob, Curie. So they might actually just take this turn and click for credits. Oh, Dirty Laundry is really good right here. Just so it gives them the ability to play Daily Cast this turn. Or sorry, Gamble to casts. Because now they'd be a 5. So it's probably Gamble casts here, which is a pretty good setup. And we know they have access Clone Chip into Yusuf. There's the Gamble. This is Cirrus is from Florida. I'm blanking on a name right now. Zach? I think we just score this. We go down to 6 credits. We can still res some stuff that matters, but hand's not great. At least from here we can biotic out. Then we still have to score a 5-3. Can be difficult. We can always pull for they actually have imp in their deck, so the play that you have that seems really safe when it comes to Lakshmi Smart Fabrics, they can actually counter pretty well by just imping the agenda. We do have a fair bit of recursion though, so we can pull the agenda back if we really need to. I think a good draw here would be a Jeeves and another piece of ice, ideally. Vanilla is not going to stay for that long, so maybe we want to put the Cybernetics Court in here. Again, they trashed this for 0 virus counters, which is pretty scary. And we also know that they do have the Knob Curie in hand, which, ooh, there's the Plongi. So Plongi is pretty scary when it comes with Jeeves. We could purge this, which is honestly not that bad. I think if we put something in this remote, they probably run it. We could purge it with Jeeves and get a bit more value, which I don't think is that bad, and then maybe they actually start doing stuff here. Oh, fuck. I forgot about this fire. We might have actually wanted to draw for another ice, but I think clicking for 2 is fine. And next turn we can res this and purge. The Plongi can go pretty far, especially when they have Knob Curie. So it's just like Knob Curie, Plongi, Yusuf. This actually might be the 2 worlds deck list playing against each other, which is really fun. So it looks like they're running archives. They're going to install the Yusuf with their Clone Chip, get a virus counter on it, and now they can break most anything, let alone this is already pretty weak. So I don't know whether they hippo the vanilla. I imagine they don't. So 2 virus counters on this, Plongi has 2. They can attack most servers. Just going for some virus counters. They'll probably charge this last click. If they don't, we have a nice purge here, but with archives open, they can always run. I think we're going to go ahead and res this. Unfortunately, they can hippo it, but I don't think they're going to hippo vanilla. We do have a Cybernetics Virus Suite in the deck. Throwing it into archives is pretty good. So they can trash this for 2 virus counters. That's pretty bad for us. I honestly don't know what we do. I think we just have to purge here. The thing is, the purge isn't that good until we have something onto archives. That's pretty rough. I'm not sure what we do. But I like this out. This is actually pretty good where it is. As soon as we put this in the remote, we're not doing anything else. Except if Bootcamp only pulls an asset, so we can't pull a Cyberdex Virus Suite. Architect is okay here. They can probably deal with it. We want a piece of ice for archives for sure, and we don't want to pre-res any of this stuff. Gatekeeper is really bad if you pre-res it with Executive Bootcamp. Hagen's not great either. Hagen is cool if they can't break it for some reason, because then we can trash the Palangi, because it's not a Fractor Killer decoder. So it's either Purge and throw thing. I think we just Purge and throw out Cybernetics Court, but I think they just run archives 3 times, so that doesn't do anything. I think we do server 1 click for 2. It's not amazing, and we're not getting any fires here. Those are pretty bad turns. I think our ice placement is close to a loss. The way that we did it, you think you need something strong for the remote? Because I'm really worried about not protecting Central as well. Otherwise, they get that infinite sort of idea. But Vanilla is definitely not one of the better things. An Eli here would be so much better, but I have no doubt they would hippo an Eli. I wonder how much better Vanilla is in this deck than Eli. Hey, Humphrey, you can't eat those, actually. It's really important you don't eat those. Please don't eat those. Laundry for the archives? If you just chill, man, we'll be good. I gotta make this bigger for the cat cam, actually. Hold on. Nice. Alright, going for the remote. This is, again, no virus counters, really easy trash, and they also get a use of fire. They've already have the Knob Curie fire. This is not going to be good for us. I think this turn we purge and probably just chuck something. I don't think we can keep a next court on the table. Oh, yo, YouTube chat wasn't doing anything, and then all the message came all together. Excuse me. 1 second. I got to catch up on that. There was nothing, and now everything refreshed, and there's like a whole bunch of messages. Okay, so we need something on archives. Not great. This is also really bad because they always can just run this to get a counter. So I think we have to put this on archives and credit twice. It's pretty bad. Hey, what's up, YouTube app? Okay, Sargner, how's it going? Saw a bit last week, not as much this week. It's good. Can be hard to keep up with. Happy Halloween, but not yet. How's it going? You make a name. Wayne, how's it going? Hello as well. Hopefully you're doing all right. This Gatekeeper will actually fire. I think. We need the card draw. We'll do it. 0 strength after that. How you doing? Vanilla's the worst ice against Virus Fracture. Yeah, I'm from Florida. No counter G's makes purge good. Yeah, exactly. Do you have the click to lose a click asset? No, we don't have MCA in this deck. This is actually not my cat for what it's worth. It's my sister's cat. I was just visiting. Got him for the week. Shows the cat up close. I might grab Humphrey, but Humphrey just kind of got here an hour ago, so I don't want to fuck with him too much, just so he's comfortable. I wonder about Vanilla with so many Kamalan turtles around. I agree. It demands an answer, especially against Shapers. It's pretty good. But it's, I don't know, it's a fast deck, and a lot of times the ice doesn't matter as much as you just want ice on a remote server, just so you can fire your whatever that card is called, that one that gives you the choice for every iced server. To me, make a name. Yeah, it just caught up entirely. Okay, so this is firing. So we can draw cards, drop to 3. Fuck it, we'll draw 3. Our hand's not good. And we can shuffle up to 3 agendas. So the violet level clearance gets a trash if they hit it for sure. We'll shuffle the food. We can actually keep this one. We can keep too many cards in hand if we want to just like biotic this out, which is mediocre. I honestly don't know what we're going to do here. This seems really rough. And like as soon as we do violet level clearance with the Cybernetics Court, like they just trash the Cybernetics Court. I think we have to win with biotic. So I'll do that. That's probably fine. Jazz, how's it going? Holy crap, there's an online version of Netrunner? Yeah, totally. It's wildly free. It's super fully featured. The community is pretty great. It's easy to find a game. Check it out on genteki.net. They actually just jacked out. Didn't get an access. What's that about? Yeah, Jazz, welcome. It's really great. It's free. Yeah, genteki.net. Just up here, we call it JNet. It's totally great. If you're newer to the game, make a channel. Oh, EDRs, you're right. Sorry, it does end the run. I forgot to hit that. So they're going to hippo this and just slam HQ, which is a problem. Totally forgot about the ETR. Cluckouts, how's it going? I think Humphrey's so confused he's talking to a screen. Humphrey's actually been pretty chill when it comes to streams before. He generally hangs out. Having a self-conversation. 5 level clearance. Okay, so you can trash that for 1 credit or 5 virus counters. Seems like 1 credit's a lot cheaper. And we're going again because they haven't used their use of ability. Single access executive boot camp. That gets trashed. No virus counters. Feels good. Hasn't seen the consume so far. Purging here is pretty bad when we have no ice. So, oh, we have 2 of those. I think we actually just biotic Vitruvius out. This sucks. All right, so how do we win? 2 credits, so none of the centrals are really secure anymore. Yikes. So we're short on this. This actually wouldn't fire. I think we need to find an ice and purge. It's not your cat staring at the wall. Yeah, it's my sister's cat. Oh no, wait, Humphrey's staring at the wall. I think he's trying to sleep. It's pretty dark out though. Can't really see the other way. Signal access gets the counter, puts on the Pelongi, I believe. Access is unseen card. There's no card in the deck that can't trash on access. They're trashing the reconstruction contract. That is a way we can win, but we need to keep that in hand with archive memories, which is actually pretty difficult. I think Arcmem for ice is worth it. I think you might be right, but we also need this for a win con. If they trash a dedication ceremony, it's pretty rough, but they can't do it this turn. I think we Arcmem, install ice, click for credit. I don't know. We have to purge though, because Hagen's really bad. Trash stuff fully operational, that's fine. It really doesn't do as much. Be right back, going to check this out. Follow your channel, I'll be back. Yeah, hey, enjoy it. It's kind of great. It's kind of really great. Stolen Efficiency Committee, they can go again for another card. They just saw 4 cards. It's like medium, right? Okay, that's an okay ice. I think we can put that on HQ, click for 2. Losing the archive memories would be pretty unfortunate. Now it makes purge bad. It makes purge bad if we can't res everything, which we're pretty far away from doing. This Hagen makes them use counters. In theory, we could do credit to hedge funds, so I honestly don't see a reason to res this. Oh, no, it makes them use counters. Whatever, we'll res it. I don't know, yeah. Not amazing, because now we can't even hedge fund. We need 7 credits to keep them out. Even then, they can run through this. I guess when we purge, maybe they can't. This has 2 relevant subroutines, which is good. It's a barrier. Oh yeah, they don't even Pelongi, it's a barrier. But the numbers are okay. It's 5 strength. So that's 4 fires tokens. That's pretty good. Gain, install Violet. Ah, it's super risky. Because it puts so many cards in hand, and then we have to discard most of them because we can't keep our hand size up. Because this isn't going to last. Maybe we could do credit, install this Violet. Maybe that wasn't the worst play. But yeah, going down to 0 is terrible because our next turn is click for 3. We lost our dedication. This deck doesn't have preemptive, I don't think. Yeah, so we need to use both our archive memories to get our dedication back if we want a chance of winning the game. There's the EBC, that gets trashed. 3 credits actually, because they've already used their 1 virus counter. Ooh. This is why I think vanilla and central is fine. I think you might be right. The thing is, like, if they have a virus counter, they just go through vanilla for free. And I'd rather them not run centrals for free. I don't know. I don't know if the vanilla and centrals is the best. That's a good card. They always break 1 subroutine if they ever do hit the gatekeeper. They will trash, but you will use cards and have money. You can't install it. Is that court? Yeah, I can, but they'll trash it for free. Like, it's not fantastic. All right, we want to keep the archived and the architect. Ah, fuck, we lost the archive. They're not drawing a lot, which is good because they haven't found an SMC or a way to get a consumer, an imp, or stuff like that. But next turn we click for credits and then we purge, and that's still we're 1 credit off. Yeah, this is terrible. And they can trash this VLC. Yep, that's trash for 1. We don't have a hand. Yeah, we are not doing well for money. So normally these things stick on the table, right? Like in the early game, they trash this for 5, this for 5, and that's a lot harder. Freedom doesn't give a fuck. Eventually install enough things that this Hagen's can't be broken with the David, which is cool. He's gonna worry about 7x court for a while. Yeah, easy. They see what we're drawing. It's another architect. They can trash this card if it's in our hand. So I think we click for 3. In 2 turns we purge. Because if we purge here, they just run archives. At least it'll slow them down a fair bit because they get 2 virus counters. It costs them 4 for an axis. They get 2 back. This is rough. And there's what? Still 7 agendas in R&D? 6 agendas? That's better. They don't have turntable. They have an Apkuri. I just don't know how we close the game. Like, I have no way to protect a global food. And we only have one more 3-2, so it's not like we can fast advance everything out, let alone both biotics are out, or one biotic is out. So we have another biotic. We have one archive memories, which is really important. But both our fast advance pieces with the Rikoko and the dedication are out of the game. So I don't know if we can fast advance anymore. And we have no NGO fronts. We have nothing that we can bluff, install, advance. How's it going, Walloon? Are you forever away from having money to biotic? Yeah, we're a bit away, but like we have to draw on the agenda and the biotic, so like that's gonna be a bigger problem than having the money because they're locking R&D pretty good. I think we click 3 next turn and then we purge. Another hippo is gonna ruin our day. All right, and they're in. How's it going, Walloon? Oh, that's not good. Okay. Good thing only 4 more agendas in the deck. Hello, Andre. How are you doing? I'm doing good, John. I'm doing good. It's starting to be, it's miserable out today. It's like 2 degrees and raining, but Humphrey's here. It's not bad. And we're going to lose an architect. Do we res this? Yeah, we might as well, I guess. Because, oh no, there's a small chance we could draw a hedge fund because this is our last click. So we probably shouldn't have. They're going to get the access anyways, and we're going to purge. That was a bad res. Yeah, it was a really bad res. We should have, if we top deck a hedge fund, we know it's going to be a bad res. This can trash either David or Palongi if they don't break the first sub, which is cool. John, I'm super glad to see you getting back into Netrunner. That's very nice. They're thinking their virus tokens are running a bit thin. The cool thing, actually, no, if they do break this, they will have enough tokens to trash an architect. They'll get 1 back. Hurts to trash the architect now, at least. Yeah, at least we don't have to technically purge if they trash the architect. 1 virus counter from Yusef to break 2 barriers. Okay. So in theory, they can still trash the architect because they'll have 4. But they hit the court, that gets trashed for 0. So we got to keep our architects at least for a minute here. Problem is we have to click for credits. Oh, this is the money card. I think we're just going to... No, it's like clicking for a credit. Playing this is the same as clicking for a credit. I'm not going to do that. We can draw once, click for 2. Oh, Rashida, that's something. We could put this in the remote. Okay, plays. Plays. All right. You left just before I won a store champion. Or SOC, our tournament, excuse me. Are you Asa? Yeah, we are Asa. We fired the ability once. It's been pretty cool. But like, we're just clicking for credits anyways. We don't have real intentions to install cards. Do we res this? I think we do. It's annoying now. They can David it. Later they won't be able to. Maybe you could have gone and installed Rashid with Acid Trigger for Architect and then fully operational for 3. We don't need to do that with Architect. In theory, we could just put Rashida behind the vanilla and then like fully operational, which would have been okay. I don't know if we need to do the Architect. You're right, the Architect is better than the vanilla and gets another server out there. Actually, that might have been better. I didn't consider getting the fully operational line. I was like, I'm going to click for a credit anyway, so what do I do for my second click? And I didn't consider that the operational might have been better. It pads our hand a small bit, but I have no doubt they'll trash the operational if they hit it. Fire all unbroken subroutines. Okay, I guess we're going to draw some cards. We'll draw 3, I guess. Fine. We'll shuffle this back in. In theory, we might want to keep it, but we're going to Rashida, so it's a bit harder. Hey Andre, how's it going, puppy? Did you see the new League of Legends card game? Something that interests you? Yeah, I'm enrolled for the beta. It looks interesting. I'm definitely excited whenever there's like a new polished AAA card game. Yeah, fuck the hippo, shit! At least Rashida will fire here. But yeah, it looks cool. It looks alright. It's still like a board battler. It's more defense oriented though than Hearthstone. And looks a lot like Magic. It looks cool. I'll definitely try it. I'm excited to try it. Oh, good game. Okay, well, nothing mattered. Ooh, that's a rough one. There's YouTube as well. Is there more than one chat? Yeah, Willen, there's I stream concurrently on Twitch and YouTube. So half the times it's Twitch, half the time it's YouTube. I generally don't say which one it is exactly, but there's both. It's a good one though. How's it going, Disperse? What's up? The world's final matchup? It seems like it is. This matchup did happen on stream. This was actually the grand finals. And it didn't play anything like that. The grand finals for Worlds, it's been a while since I've seen it, but it was like super weird. There's a big chance that one of the opponents who was playing Freedom for that matchup might have been a bit on tilt, just considering how the previous game went. But like, I don't think they used their Freedom ability once, if I'm not mistaken. Like the opponent did a good job icing stuff up and they rolled, and the ending of the game is really cool. But like, I think the runner decided to go for a Stargate as opposed to like getting a Yusuf down, which I thought was like very interesting. But it definitely didn't work out for them. But yeah, in that other game that I've seen, like Freedom, maybe it's right not to ice centrals and just expect you to lose things and go for the remote play. That actually might have been okay, but I feel like if you can't build a good enough amount of emotes, like if you don't get a Rashid off early so you can like start rolling, I don't know. Again, I've only played 2 games of this deck. Let's try another one. So I don't know what is possible, and I don't know the right lines in a lot of matchups. This deck is actually a bit difficult to play. That's what I say in my defense, right? Hey, Defcon, how's it going? Did you see my question about making you antagonist in a tabletop game? No? What? Where did that come in? I've not heard of that question. What does that even mean? Oh, it's up here. Hold on. Andre, I'm about to start a Shadows of the Beanstalk RPG game. I'm going to make antagonist based on you. Which corp do you want your proxy to work for? Oh, definitely Wayland. Super cool. Let me know how that goes. What does that entail? 100% Wayland. The Freedom deck dismantling sports metal by trashing all the agendas was pretty great. That matchup was awesome. That was played super well. It was really fun to watch. It was just like clockwork of them just ripping apart everything. That was really fun. That was a cool matchup. Sorry, Defcom, I did miss that. How's it going, by the way? You got it. Fuck yeah. So what does that mean? We can do better than this. It's not the worst. An early Rashida is pretty cool. We have the boot camp. Kit puts on the pressure. So that's Kit. So the first ice encountered every turn's a code gate. That really doesn't matter that much to us. Hey, good evening. We could probably do better than this. Yeah, that's okay. We can like play Napix Cyberneck. I don't know. Maybe I'm not worried about HQ pressure as a shaper. The restricted card can be Inversificator, which is pretty cool. Maybe it's, I don't know what else it could be. I'm not very imaginative though. All right, so we get some acid triggers. We'll do this first so it looks like an agenda, I guess. We can ice up R&D or HQ. Cybernetics Court's not actually that necessary. We want to get the double install next turn if we can, but we're likely to draw an ice, so it's either R&D or HQ. I think HQ is probably fine to ice here. We can click for a credit. We can also get this out, but I don't know if we want to ice this or not. I feel like there's no reason not to. We could also just ice this Lakshmi, but I think we want to do that next turn. Drawing here would be wrong because you're meant to draw first click, so I don't think I want to do that. Oh man, I don't feel like I'm playing this well at all. I think we just put this on HQ and click for a credit. We could double ice this, but like we really don't want to be double icing remotes in this deck. Yeah, maybe the Dirty Laundry HQ, I don't know. R&D generally is the pressure, but a lot of times it takes a while to set up. Let's have a good game. Yeah, let us. Diesel, good start. Get that Lakshmi down. Yeah, I think you should. I'm only intending to res 1 ice this turn. I want to ice the Lakshmi. So hopefully next turn we jam it down. Yeah, so we only miss 1 counter on it, and unprotected, this is not great. Slow enough start, but that's kind of scary. 12 influence, 10 influence, so money can be a bit low, so getting the caddy down early seems pretty strong. But we're going to force them to run, hopefully immediately. Okay, no ice. That's not great. Oh, we can protect the Lakshmi in here. We can also just score this out. They're pretty good at contesting this. Next turn they're going to have 5 credits, and they only need to get through a code gate, which can be pretty easy with Stim Hack. I don't know if we want to install advance this. Getting this out is actually really strong, but I feel like we can just do this uniced and we'll probably get away with it. Unice is not particularly strong though. Hello, Andre. How's it going? Eric Von Castel. Welcome. How you doing? I don't recognize the name. Where are you watching from? Oh, also for those who are watching right now, I'm cat sitting this weekend, so I'm gonna try and spend as much time in the apartment as possible. So Sunday, we're gonna be streaming for some large part of the day. It'll be more EU friendly. Germany, fantastic. So we'll definitely be streaming a fair bit more during the day on Sunday. So we'll be around. If you want to figure out what time that starts at, it's a pretty good idea either to like follow the channel or subscribe on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, and they'll tell you when we go live. Yeah, Andre's sister's cat. Yeah, Humphrey is here. Kitty, how's it going to affect you? There's a study guide, so I'm assuming a study guide plus stim hack is the thing. There you go, study guide, stim hack, going for the remote here. So if we res the Hagen, they have to break it with study guide. They put all the counters on it, which is kind of all they need to do. We'll pre-res this, I guess, just to get a counter on it. Whatever, they're just going to pump the study guide anyways. I don't think they end up trashing this. And it's going good so far. Hey, good to hear. It's like pretty late there, no? 3 in the morning? Yeah, it's like 3:20? Let me move my face a wee bit. Yep, yeah. Okay. Well, good morning then at least, huh? Yeah, they can just pump this and end the run, which I think is probably a better use for credits because it can't really get through here. And we want to draw more cards. This fires twice, which is honestly not terrible because we can just archive it back when it's better, and it gives us double installs, which is pretty sweet. We have Cybernetics Court, so we're good to go. This is really awkward though without Jeeves on the table. And once stim hack down, that's 9 more influence. They generally want to guild this to pump this up, but they can use them also to trash assets. Fire all subroutines, we're just gonna end the run. And they take a brain damage, lose a freedom through equality. That's scary. That a lot of times means that they're on what's it called? Khushuk. Okay, so we can do a double install here. We can also just ice up efficiency committee, and then we can fire, or we can double ice the global food. I don't like that. I think we just want to double ice server 2. We're gonna lose our efficiency there here. Fuck, that sucks. Maybe we just double ice global food initiative into the gatekeeper. They break this really cheaply very soon. Man, I don't know the good plays there. Like, do we just ice this and lose our efficiency? I feel like we need to get our efficiency every turn. I think maybe we just fully operational here. Couldn't they use stim hack credits to boost the study guide? Yeah, I think they did. I think they used all of them. I'm not sure. But they can. Going well, I have the current world's best Harmony Medtech deck in the world. I was the only one playing it at Worlds. Hey, that's... Honestly, Harmony Medtech is an exciting deck. I need to play more of that. I think Harmony Medtech is actually pretty fun. Yeah, fuck, I'm just gonna do it. I want the double install really bad. We'll draw 2. Then we'll gain 2. Okay. So we can make this a barrier by just putting the vanilla in front of it. We don't have a really good double install here, though. That was actually really shitty. Because now we're gonna do that play, which sucks. Oh, this is really awkward. This is so bad. This makes them struggle a wee bit. Ice Assassin to fully op seems better. We did have an ice. Oh yeah, that was, I think, what we probably should have done. I wanted to go for the double install, but it didn't pan out, and we would have drawn way more than that. I think that was really inefficient. I think we're gonna go ahead and archive back. What do they do? Draw, caddy. Fine. Give us a big hand. Oh, that's actually really good. So we can do double advance onto this. They're gonna have a fair bit of money on their turn, but they need to find the answer to get through here. And then hopefully we violet level clearance and find another copy of FCOM if we really need to. We have to pre-res this actually, because otherwise it ends our turn. We didn't, but that's still pretty good. Only got up to 4 counters. Yeah, maybe they didn't want to spend 1 of their money. So they only spent 8 and left 1. That's a top hat. Ooh, 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 ooh. The modern medium. Our R&D now is a bit of an issue. We have a fair bit of agendas in there. So top hat, they can say a number. Access an unseen card. Vitruvius on the top. Looks like they're just going back. Probably the top card again. It doesn't tell us. It should tell us, right? So now they're going to see probably the second card. I wonder if it does it not tell us which card they're saying? Is that not public information? Second card, okay. So the first was top. Oh, fuck. Shit. Okay. That's bad. Okay, Architect for R&D is okay. Now they can only run once a turn. Top Ad plus Riel seems a bit interesting. Maybe a bit anti-synergistic. I think we're just going to Rashida into a new remote, Architect, and then Hedge Fund. Or excuse me, Rashida, Architect, and then Violet level clearance. We can throw out some of the chaff. We can just leave this here. I don't think it's that bad. Do we? Oh no, we don't even need Rashida for that. I think we'll just do Architect, Hedge Fund, VLC. All right, we have 9 cards. That's perfect. Not a lot of ice. At some point, we want to consider archiving back one of our answers. And the thing is, like, the current is really scary right now because they can play it and then just rip one agenda and win the game. So luckily, we can maybe close the game off here. Efficiency Committee, for what it's worth, we still haven't drawn the second copy, so we can't even protect it with Lakshmi. The only thing we can protect is food. There's a multi-threader. Hey, that's more value. They're just going to use that to boost that. At 6, there's no more reason to boost it. Okay, Architect, double Architect and R&D seems okay. I think I actually kind of like that. We can score this. It gives us a bunch of counters. So, what do we do here? We can double ice R&D, which forces them to get a new answer. I like that. R&D seems the place that we'll lose. And then we can get our Jeeves down, our Executive Bootcamp down, or Rashida down. Top Ad plus Insight is good. Yeah, that is probably the combo that they're on. I wouldn't be surprised if they do Top Ad into Insight. We have no way to end the run. And then they do that plus their current and they win. They also have all that caddy money once they pull down, like what? Maybe they have a restricted Ngolo or something? Top Ad, or Study Guide's a really cool card. SMC, that could mean anything. Equivocation? Probably an answer to deal with a sentry. Okay, Cybernetics Fire Suite can be cute. We don't have ice, but we want to get things down. So Jeeves in a new remote. Executive Bootcamp in a new remote. Rashida in a new remote. Maybe we put Executive Bootcamp in here, actually. I like that a bit better. No fire. No fire. This hopefully draws some ire. SMC for Palangi. Oh yeah, Palangi could be good enough. Actually, that's probably a good reason to get a Cyberdex Fire Suite on the table. It's just to have a Palangi. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, we can always panic and show a food from HQ and protect it if they do go on a big dig for R&D. And I think they do pull a Palangi here. Nah, they probably can just find an answer. Like 19 credits doesn't seem like Palangi money. That seems like Ngolo money. Let's see if they insight us. If they do insight us, though, we have this on the table so we can just shuffle the deck. That's pretty good. So this, they have the 6 strength, and they have to deal with the mighty vanilla. Let's see how they get through that. As soon as we just draw a food, we can just install double advance. Multi-threader, study guide, break. Okay. And now, this is why the vanilla is good. Better than Eli. Forces an answer. Let's see what their answer is, though. Self-modifying code, 2 credits, getting paid. There's a Palangi. So Cyberdex Fire Suite here would be an okay. It's not the biggest thing. No more action. So we're going to do action before access. We're just going to res this. And we're going to pay a credit to find an asset. We'll take a reconstruction contract. Okay, that's a combo piece. They're not threatening Clot anymore. Clot's actually kind of hard to get into this deck sometimes just because they don't have a lot of influence. We've seen so far, I think, 3? Just 2. But the Clot sometimes doesn't make it. We have the Rashida. It's going to give us a fair bit of cards. Discard Stimhack and Nanotech. Okay, so they do have a Sentry Breaker, so maybe they clone chip that in. Hopefully we find doubles of agendas. They might be on Film Critic, actually. Film Critic would be a problem. All right, so we have a combo in hand where we can, considering like Dedication Ceremony, getting this on the table. I think we can just install double advance this. Or we have Jeeves. So what's the play with Jeeves? I don't think we do anything with Jeeves. I think we just install double advance. Maybe the Mad Dash is restricted? Oh, they could, but can you Mad Dash with Top Hat? Yeah, you can. Yeah, maybe they could be on Mad Dash. I don't know. We can install Global Food with Cyberdex Fire Suite. That's cute. Jeeves next turn? Yeah, I think we Jeeves next turn. Maybe we do install, advance, and then next turn we quad this. Yeah, that's probably right. I like that. So we'll do server 2. So that goes there. We want to do more installs. So we'll do this shuffles, which is really important if they do play Deep Inside or whatever it's called. We don't want this to be trashed. I'll install this into a new remote. And then we get a click back. We'll just go ahead and advance the thing that's not a CyberX Fire Suite. Oh, we didn't even mandatory draw. Oops. Whatever, it changes nothing. Actually, it does change anything. We would have installed the Jeeves instead of the Rashida. You can win? Use agenda dedication? I don't think we can. We just don't have enough agendas. You think we can actually win? That's what we're missing, right? What's in server 4? Jeeves? Yeah. We fucked up the window. Could we? So we'd have to dedicate it. But then how do we get it back? Like archive, dedicate it. Like we need a lot of dedications. How do you do it? Like we need to score 2 global foods. That's a fair bit of dedication. Like dedicate, archive, dedicate. No, install, biotic, dedicate, archive, dedicate. Like that gets us not to am I missing something? I don't think you can get 5 points in this turn by scoring 10 advanced encounters. If it was like Vitruvius on food, yeah, maybe. I think we're just going to CyberX Virus Suite them here. Actually, I don't even know if we do. No, I'll save the money. So we have a food in hand. So they can't steal the food. They could come back in with the film critic, but at that point, they would have to find also another answer to get through the vanilla. And we'll see if they trash the CyberX Fire Suite. They should. We could have rezzed it to get another counter on Lakshmi, but we can always res these two. Lakshmi's really strong. Lakshmi's really strong. I really like this card in the asset spam deck. This deck is so good in any deck that has like an absurd amount of draw, which something with Violet level clearance in it definitely does. Let alone peak efficiency, or no, I never remember the name of this card. Oh, that's good. Fully operational. And that's a clot. I don't think that's gonna matter. We can always like take an extra turn and purge. Okay, do we want to res any of this? No, thanks. No, we're just gonna advance this 4 times. So we can always like biotic, triple advance a card, take an efficiency committee, archive memories, reinstall Cyberdex. Like this clot's probably not going to do much unless they play like dummy box. No, dummy box doesn't protect clot because we do the trashing, not them. So actually, even we could probably score a global food. Career fair, that's another influence, and they do have the clot, which is more influence. Yeah, there's no way we can't win the game here. Oh, actually, trashing the Jeeves might slow us down. Yeah, we want another Jeeves, not this boot camp, but I guess we're playing conservatively. Okay, I still think we can likely win. Do we need anything? We can always do that later. I just want this for the money, largely. Okay, so we can install Vitruvius. Yeah, we 100% win. Yeah, there's no way we don't win. Oh yeah, we have to do it this way though. We have to install this, Yeah, okay, we're fine. Would you go trash Lakshmi in a situation of running 100%? Well, now they're on game point, maybe not. I don't think this clot is strong enough. Clone chip? No, yeah, I would probably trash this because we're drawing so much. Unfortunately, we don't have a Lakshmi target, but yeah, this you definitely can win from this. So new remote, no, new remote. Take a counter, whatever, we'll take all of them. Take a counter. We could actually just purge here, which is funny. I think we will purge. Oh, I have to res this card. Hold on. I fucked it up. Game loss. You have to pre-res this. Move advancement tokens to another card. 3. We'll just purge for style and score. Yeah, good game. Yeah, Claude doesn't go very far against a scored efficiency committee. We could always archive memories for what's it called, for Cyberdex to reinstall it, which is cheaper. But yeah, there's always a point. Yeah, Lakshmi, you really, I don't know. If you have Film Critic or Imp, no. Hey, thanks for the game, eh? I'm really scared of what the R&D threat was. Like, we felt like we needed to keep a Detective Bootcamp because if they do a deep, whatever it's called, that one that lets you see the top 5 and rearrange them, and then they freedom run, like, we do lose the game. So having a shuffle, can I see? Yeah, that's actually a really cool question. I wish more people asked that. Yeah, it does feel a lot like CI. Clock cannot withstand Clickstorm. No, it really can't. It really, really, really can't. Multiple clone chips also don't do it because there's no timing window for it. And so you need something that protects it from being trashed, and there is nothing in the game, I don't think. Sorry, my mistake. You can have one on that turn that you win. Humphrey distracting me. Hey, Cat does that. See you around, eh? I think I write A on everything. Okay, let's do one more of this deck. The games aren't very long, and they're definitely interesting. Nobody runs Sacon anymore. Well, you can't. It's actually not in the system core. It's no longer in constructed or standard. Excuse me. Sacon didn't make it. So Dummy Box is the only card, and we're gonna be playing a Dummy Box deck today because it's actually really fun. Steven, how's it going? Good evening. Had a Canadian wine this week. Very good. Where from? How's it going? Also, happy. Hey, what's up, John? Happy Thanksgiving to those. Oh, I didn't know that. Watch Metropole, learn things. Hey, that's the plan. Yeah, Sacon didn't make it. There's some cards that are very interestingly that didn't make it. Okay, we're against 419. That's annoying. Opening hand. These botics don't do anything. We have double ice, which is good against not getting like wrecked in the early game. I think we'd always just like play Rashida, ice it, pre-res Rashida, so that they don't falsify it, and then just leave HQ open. Unfortunately. Hey, John. You know, world's winning deck. No big deal. Sacon's out of the card pool, yeah. Your name is Klokotz? Yuck. What does that mean? Oh, is it Liza with Obelisk and Dummy Box? Yeah, totally. I think we talked about it last week. Liza with Obelisk and Dummy Box is like really good fun. I've never seen it. Good luck, have fun. All right, so no ice for HQ. Oh, this deck has 2 dedications? That's news to me. 2003, Inniskillen Riesling Ice Wine from Okanagan Valley. 2003, it was a good year. Lots of sun. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Unfortunately, we're gonna get, if we can easily get siphoned turn 1, diversion of funds, we have no way to dodge it. So our Hagen into our Rashida is not very good. They mulligan, so the chance of having them is a bit lower. So we could draw once to get an ice, which would be pretty sweet. Oh wow, okay, that actually worked out well for us. So we can do this. We're not going to expose the Rashida. We'll just pre-res it so they can't falsify it. And then we have this Gatekeeper for HQ. No, that's fine. Obviously, we can't res both of them. But if we have to res this one first, like we only res this if we get siphoned. If they siphon, we res it. We lose it anyways. At least we have an ice. In Germany, and it's nasty? Oh, shit. What does it mean? How nasty are we talking about? Paragon, they want to run? Top of R&D, top of their deck. That's a scry, and it's a credit. It's a good aggressive card. I like this card a fair bit. Actually, I feel like I'm playing less of it. I took this out of Liza deck, but Obelisk is a hell of a card. A lot of our cards are trashable too, so like on 3 credits, there's a lot of stuff that can't interact with that well. There's still a fair bit that can though. Rashida. Oh, fuck. We forgot about that. Whew. I'll tell you what it means we win the game. Okay. Google Translate is no help at all? Shit. Andre's innocent, doesn't have to know about it. Oh no. Uh-oh. So double credit. Oh, single credit. And draw a card. Okay, 4 credits. So we're gonna go ahead and definitely fire this off. We have the ways to protect it. I think we're just gonna use the vanilla and Cybernex court. We can consider Gatekeeper and R&D, but we want stuff for remote. I think actually no. I don't know if we dump double Cybernex court just so we get the draw. I think we wait 1 turn for the draw, but we definitely do these 2. So I think we can draw once. Okay. New remote. No, that's fine. We'll res this immediately as well. Unfortunately, I think we're going to draw our last click. No, maybe we'll take a credit so we have a bit more. We'll res it. Yeah, we probably wanted to draw once more here, so we definitely want to do that before we double install. Things that could have been better than Cybernex, Court Vanilla is actually pretty low, so I don't feel terrible drawing here. But we really want to get another double install. So I think next turn it's either FCOM, Gatekeeper, Turning Wheel. That's a problem. We can also just like do Cybernex Court, Gatekeeper, just so we get a better fully operational. But we need to dump our hand too, because fully operational. I guess we could use it for money, but it could be rough. So their money's still pretty low. They got the food off the top. That's okay. We really don't want to draw that right now. We'll trash a Violet here, right? Oh, fuck. Ha! Look how bad their Turning Wheel is. It doesn't even get any counters. Come on. So much for that Turning Wheel. All right. We can combo off here, I'm pretty sure. I'm feeling vulnerable here. I kind of want an ice here. We could do install, and not good enough. So we need leaves on the table for one turn. So I think we're going to jettison some cards. So we'll do the double install, new remote. And we'll do this. Prevent, no, it's fine. We could pre-res it actually, which we probably should because their money's kind of shitty. Whatever, we shouldn't have done that before the fully operational. We'll draw two cards. We'll draw two cards. No ice so far. We could throw out maybe two of these. I'm really worried about R&D. 5 more agendas in the deck in 29. Oh, not that unlikely. Let's get some money. Okay. We have 1 click left. So next turn we can dedication into the efficiency committee, which is pretty hot. So either we can get another thing on the table or we can just like hedge fund, which is probably fine. But R&D is a problem. TTW, unplayable. RLC lets you do, how's it going, Terrence? RLC lets you do what? Oh, red level? Yeah, this deck doesn't have any. I've seen other decks that have red level for a combo deck, but like the sports decks love it. But yeah, with red level clearance, you install this. It's nuts. That's the good Titan stuff. We also could pull this for Lakshmi. It's pretty strong. We just keep cards in hand. CI Lakshmi. All right, going HQ. That's the Gatekeeper. If this fires, it's okay. Eventually get the Amakua down through this. I really don't want to draw that many. We'll just end the run. Reveal up to, draw up to 3 cards. No, we're just gonna end the run. Resonance here is kind of unfortunate because now they know what they need to siphon us, but they're only on 4 credits. This is something that they might actually build Turning Wheel tokens on now because we didn't fire it, so they could just build them up. Like this is identical to an end the run. It looks like they're gonna draw up twice, which is fine for us. Hagen, that's cool. So I think we just want to score this. Maybe we can just put the Hagen on R&D. This is 0 strength now. Amaku is going to go through it pretty easily. So Mr. RLC for peak efficiency. Oh, it's okay. Good news, they can't siphon you. Yeah, sort of, right? Doofa's nowhere near as good. So we can put 3 counters on this, install it, advance it, and score it, which is kind of cute. We open R&D for 1 more turn, which can obviously be an issue. I honestly don't mind that turn too much. If we even do into a new remote, we get an ice on it. Fortunately, that's not that compelling. Also getting a Jeeves on the table would have been pretty great. I think scoring this is okay. It's like a super flexible card. So I'll do server 1. No. We'll use this. No, it's fine. Select a place card. We'll move all these here. We'll advance it once. We'll score it. 7 credits. That's enough. We only have 1 server we need to defend. So we need to get the Hagen on here. We'll do it after we install something like a Rashida so that we can ice this up. Single off R&D again. 5 agendas and 28 cards. It's a single access, but it's pretty good access with Paragon and Turning Wheel. Oh, fuck. Okay. So we left R&D open all this turn. We got a bit of greedy there. Hitting 2 in a row, though, is unlikely. So again, now there's only 4. Oh, fuck. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ugh. Ooh. That's not good. How many cards do they access? 7 cards, 4 agendas? That's not bad. Yeah, we got punished for that. If we iced that up, we would have bought a turn. Maybe we're in no rush to score the FCOM. But like, there's only 2 more agendas in the deck. Oh, 3 more, excuse me. So there's 5 and 5. Just 1 in. They could have just actually emptied the turning wheel and dug pretty deep and locked us. So maybe icing Hagen on our HQ is right, and then they would just like find an answer, I guess. Hagen is also an end of the round. They could just build turning wheel counters. Beans. Yeah, this is the world's Asa deck. Meme Asa? I don't think it's meme. I think it's actually really good. We lost to singles. All waiting to be plucked. Hey, thanks you too. Yeah, so what could we draw in that situation? An architect on R&D would have been pretty sweet. I think Hagen's probably good enough for sure though. An early Jeeves would have been good. We can't take these clicks when we score it because we just don't have any clicks to do it. But yeah, we definitely want to get this on R&D. Maybe we could have done that and just jammed this and jammed this to shut up a Jeeves for next turn. Maybe that was better. But I feel like that was like a pretty unlikely. I think it wasn't impossible to got one agenda, but two off single axes. I don't know. Doof with Swift and Marm if Mamie feels good again. I haven't considered how much better doubles feel with Swift, and Doof is one card that needs to be a fair bit better. If it was a single. Yeah, diversion. Step right up. Watch somebody play the world's winning deck list with a quality of play that could be considered less than world's winning. We're gonna do one more and then we're gonna go play a really fun deck that I've been playing for a while now. It's a Liza deck, could use some tuning. Oh, good morning, Humphrey. I'm just gonna grab it actually. 1 second. A very proud cat. So the problem I had with Liza for a while is the same sort of homogeneity thing that I see with SSO and I don't know, Next Dice and stuff like that, where you know what most of the deck is going to be, right? Like you can basically guess what every Liza deck is going to be, and the big idea is like how many apocalypses do they play, 1 or 3, or 0, I guess. So that's why I kind of like this deck a fair bit, because it does something wildly different. I've seen other people do it, but it lets you play with a larger card pool. Hey Jay, hey. Somebody's in the lobby, you can't see it right now. Got turn on the stream, cool. I was playing games with Kentema, Comet exclusive party deck today. Pretty fun. I think Comet is a pretty cool card. Is Comet better than Swift, you reckon, in that sort of deck? Uh-oh. If you see Alice, you're assuming it's an Apocalypse, which is actually really scary for us because we're very weak to DDoS. We do have some tech. Thanks, you too. We have minor tech against Apocalypse when it comes to Gatekeeper. Sorry, when it comes to Executive Bootcamp, because we can pre-res Ice. Pre-res and Gatekeeper is not amazing because its strength doesn't keep. But I think we can keep this hand. They do have HQ pressure. I don't know. Yo, Pat, how's it going, man? You ready? You packed up and all that stuff? I thought you were heading out already. That's so scary. Boom, join the game. Hey, this is John. I'm switching to Twitch instead of YouTube. Good game, by the way. Oh, hey, good game. Welcome. I think we're just going to do like hedge fund this. We can draw once. That's fine. Yeah, it's a fine card. So we'll put something on archive so we don't lose it. I've seen a lot of people not ice up archives against Alice. I don't know why you wouldn't. It's way more scarier than Centrals. Can we surprise them with Liza as nice and clear tags the art gallery? I wish. I just don't think it's anywhere near as good as keeping the tags, because you can just keep the tags. But for what it's worth, I do think the art gallery seems like a pretty good value card, and I wish more people played it. Actually in Germany now for PDXCon. Couldn't sleep, so I turned to Netrunner. Oh, no way. Hey, cool. Yeah, ParadoxCon. That's super exciting. All right, so we can get this going. Still looks like an Apocalypse deck for sure. Executive Bootcamp gives us to Jeeves. It gives us into a fair bit of stuff, and we might be able to bait out an early DDoS or something. That'd be cool. This is not that scary in our hand. I think we can draw once. I forget how good Asa is on just getting stuff on the table. So now we can double install. I don't want to put the court down yet. We really don't need to. But then it puts fewer cards in our hand, which is good. Double archive against Alice is kind of sweet. But yeah, we want to pre-res some of our ace. Unfortunately, these are not the good ones to pre-res. Architect is a pretty good pre-res. That's a Wanton. Okay, so this definitely is an Apocalypse deck. We're going to lose most of our hand. We lost the Agenda and a single archive and a Cybernetics, which, whatever. I want to leave this on the table until we get something. Not that, though. Okay. Okay. We will pre-res this, just so they have to find their paperclip. All right, so they just drew Eater into the trash, Paperclip into the trash, which they can pull back, and Stargate into the trash. So Stargate's going to be an issue. Deuce's Wild coming up. 2 cards, 3 credits. So we want an ice for R&D. So this is like the weakness of this sort of deck. Anything that pressures centrals, because a lot of times we want to just like go off to the side. Stargate, sometimes we can race out, but we're not having a really strong opening, so it's going to be a bit difficult. I've had worse coming out. And they have the Black Orchestra. So the Apocalypse is actually pretty alive and well. I think they probably want to go for that. So we're just going to res this so they can't just straight DDoS us. Gatekeeper for R&D is okay as well. Not amazing. Architect and R&D is good. We need a pre-res tonight. I don't think the Apocalypse is this turn. So I think we can put these 2 out. I actually don't know if we need to. We do R&D credit. This is terrible. This feels really bad. And we want to pre-res this just so that they can't Apocalypse it. Or they can, but they won't get trashed. If they don't like, and it's very hard for them to like DDoS Apocalypse this turn. Just because they would need to get more clicks. I love Thunder Art Gallery, my dorm computer, Aesop's Liza. So Brick, how's it going? Unfortunately, you can't play that modernly just because those are dorm computer and Aesop's are both restricted. But yeah, back in the day, that was okay. Unfortunately, we're not going to res our Architect. They're going to pressure this, and rightfully so. This is actually a really mean card against an Apocalypse. So we can pull it to pull another card. Let's see what our options are. So, what do we want? I don't know. We could pull another boot camp and hope that survives the turn. That seems unlikely. I think we need it. I think we really need to get... Well, we could just put a Gatekeeper in front of the Architect and then hopefully they don't have their rebirth or whatever they do. I don't know. This feels not great. Try the Jeeves. Another EBT? Yeah, we could chain him, but like I think they just run it remote next turn anyways. Like it's not a hard remote to run. This means they want Apocalypse for a minute though, which is like it's pretty okay. Gatekeeper's kind of expensive. It's like what? 6, 9? We could do Jeeves into FCOM. It's not amazing. We're grasping at straws here. I think we just want to Biotic it out next turn. So we could double ice, but again, DDoS is so good against this deck, we really can't afford to double ice that much. So maybe we Biotic this out, but we can't Biotic this out. It's like so expensive. It's 4 + 4 + 2. And I think it just Apocalypse us freely. Breach Dome ruins Alice? Yeah, it really does. They have the MK Ultra, so they're not scared anymore. So the DDoS is a problem. Oh, fuck. This is miserable. Okay. How do we get out of this? Oh, I forgot we already had that in archive. That's a problem. We could always like archive for this. I feel like we have better things to archive. The thing is, as soon as we jam something to this remote, it might draw their attention, but it also is like way more likely for them just to like say fucking Apocalypse. Luckily, if they do Apocalypse this turn though, they won't get they won't DDoS us. Please show me how this deck could survive Apox game. I don't know how Pincel did it. Me neither? I honestly don't. I have no idea. Yeah, there you go. So this is good. I don't think they trash it though. It's still so good though. Yeah, if you can keep putting things on the table every turn to force them to do stuff, it might be hard, but like, I don't... The Pincel was very clear in the write-up that like DDoS is such a strong card against this deck. Yeah, there you go. Like, this is a problem. And we don't have ice, so we just got Apocalypse here. Like 100% we get Apocalypse here. So committing things to the board seems like a mistake. Like, what can we do? We can Biotic, score FCOM. And they're going to steal 2 points on the way doing it. They're actually probably going to steal 4 points this turn, just because they have to run HQ as well. So we could Biotic FCOM, which is 4 + 4 + this. 4, 4, 8. 9, 10 leaves us on 3 cards. We can't even res Architect. We have to threaten Architect, but they're just going to DDoS anyways. What do we do? Maybe we needed to do a single double ice. Maybe doubling ice R&D is good enough, just so we can res the Architect. Wow, this is terrible. If we like anything we do, we're throwing it away. I guess we're throwing this away. Oh, I'm just gonna take a click because we're gonna credit 3 times. Oh, that was so clumsy. That was meant because we're meant to get our Jeeves. We would install last. Pencil's right up. APOC anarchs were quite hard, and I actually lost my entire board 3 times. But in the end, APOC did nothing against FCOM counters and a fast offensive victory. So maybe the right play there is to biotic. Yeah, that was clumsy. Biotic out with the FCOM. But committing the Rashida here feels terrible. We also have to throw a card out when they run archives. So like, we have to throw something out. We can't throw out the archived. I think we have to throw out the biotic. Oh, they're not apocalypsing us. Did we just buy a turn by jettisoning this? That's okay. Okay, fuck it, we're doing it. I don't combo out aggressively too either though, so like I'm probably nowhere near as good as closing the game as Pincel is. So here we get the Apocalypse. Whatever. Can't res it. The worst thing also here is that we gotta throw something out. Fuck a hedge fund, I guess. Is that oh, this gets stuck. So they get that from there. R&D. Oh fuck. Okay, now we're done. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh no, really? Oh, that's horrible. At least this game will be over fast. Man, wipe your board, gain 6 agenda points. Oh, hey, we got the architect. We're good. But archives is now an issue. I think we like architect. Do we just archive memories for architect? Yeah, I guess we do. And then if we draw an ice, like we're in a really bad spot. Oh, we don't draw an ice, excuse me. They can still break it, right? Like they still have programs. Yeah, now we lose, right? Because they only have to get 1 agenda here. We have no chance. I don't know. I didn't feel like there's a lot of play there. I think building more aggressively is probably right. All right, so they reveal the top 3. That's Vitruvius. That's a good game. That sucks. Ah, man, that feels terrible. Oh, we discarded our hand. Oh, good game. Oh, that's absolutely miserable. I feel like a lot of the HB decks, like both Jinja and this sort of deck, get pressured pretty heavily from these sort of decks. I don't think the sports combo deck can lose that quickly to thanks, you too, can lose that quickly to this sort of deck, but like central pressure is really rough if they Jinja remote or do anything like that. But like I don't think we have good tech against Apocalypse. Got back to the stream as always. Thanks for streaming. So like this is our opening hand, and what do we have? So we draw 2 Cybernetics. We can't do much with that. The Rashida fired, right? That was okay. And we drew our ice. I think the only choices we could have made were double icing R&D or just so that they have to pull a breaker in, but the changes very little. It means we keep our architect up, which was not very different than this. So maybe we need like, I don't know what we even do. Like at that point we have to like draw the VLC and fire it. And then maybe we have some cool plays with Lakshmi, but if Lakshmi ever gets too bad, they just apocalypse us again. I don't think we have a chance. And as soon as they apocalypse us, obviously like our initiative, what's it called? Our efficiency card's really bad. Fully. All right, whatever. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna play some criminal. So this is the Liza deck that I've been playing. I'm gonna build it in here just because it's probably more efficient. I don't have a good name for this. I'm just gonna call it Tag Me Liza. That's pretty redundant, but this maybe makes more sense. A good game as well. Were people not playing so much APOC at Worlds? I honestly feel like there was a fair bit of APOC in the top 16. There was a couple APOC in the top. So the thing is, like, there's a lot of decks that are really good against APOC right now. Like the majority of, I wouldn't play an APOC deck competitively right now, just because like there's so many decks that are playing Excalibur. There's a lot of decks that are playing Border Control. Also, all the Jinteki decks are really on like Nisei counters and Biovolt. So like it's kind of dodgy. But there's a lot of things like that have no tech against it, and that's one of them. I guess EBC is our best tech, but that just means you have to find your breakers. And if we're not pressuring you out to spend your money any other way, like, yeah, it's going to be a problem. Okay. So a big part of Liza that I wanted to play, and I talked about this combo for a while, is I wanted to, I'm going to put my face over here. We're playing Liza, who's every time you run the central server, first time, sorry, draw 2 cards, take a tag, is that I wanted to play resources, which, because that's the problem with Liza's. You can't play resources if you're playing Tag Me conventionally, so all the decks seem kind of samey. It's just like I'm gonna play all the good operation events and rogue trading, and that's it. And then your breaker suite's a bit different. Do you play Stargate or Apocalypse? Those are your options. So I wanted to play Tag Me. And how do you do that? By being really fucking annoying, where you are tagged, but your cards are really hard to trash. And a lot of this is based off of Wireless Net Pavilion, an old card that won Worlds a fair couple of times. I think only once, maybe almost twice in a row, where it increases. This is now a unique card. It has been functionally errated, but now they have to pay 4 credits to trash a resource, which is a fair bit of money. On top of that, obviously they want to trash this Wireless Net Pavilion first before they trash another card. But we can make that a lot more annoying. Another really big part about why I want to play this Liza is that a lot of times Liza decks just lose if you play against meat damage decks. You could try and embezzle the neat damage cards, but like that's not going to happen all the time. And so we can play a card like Paparazzi. And Paparazzi says you are tagged but prevent all meat damage. And again, with Wireless Net Pavilion, this becomes 4 credits to trash, which can be pretty hard. But then can't you just trash it and then kill them? Yeah, you can. And that's why we're running 3 copies of Dummy Box, which is where this gets really fun. Because anytime they trash a resource, they try to trash your Paparazzi, they try to trash your Wireless Net Pavilion, you just say no and you throw out a different resource. So you're permanently undamageable by meat damage. And they can spend 4 credits just to try to trash your resources, which is very expensive when you're putting the pressure on them through other criminal ways. This is the main combo, and there's some really fun stuff on top of it. For instance, I can only find influence for 1, but as soon as we play Obelisk, our hand size can be massive. We can have easily like 16 hand size, so the chance of you holding a resource is incredibly high. Let alone this ability is really strong because we're out playing other cards like Counter Surveillance. It's not uncommon to run Counter Surveillance, run R&D, access 10 cards, draw 10 cards. Like that's fucking sweet. And that's where we're going here. Pad taps are cheaper to trash though. Their card abilities end up PW. Yes, you're right. Pad tap is cheaper to trash. We're running 3 of them, but you can still prevent pad trash from being trashed with Dummy Box. So good luck anyways. Wireless Net Pavilion doesn't. It will increase the trash cost of this if they trash it because you're tagged, not if they use the click 3 credits. But Pad Tab is really fun when they're untrashable. And of course, you want to play a fair bit of resources in this deck because Rogue, because you need to have resources in hand to protect your other resources. So obviously Rogue Trading is really good. And because we're playing so many resources, I've seen other versions of this sort of deck play Film Critic, but we're playing Corporate Grant just because we want to make it hard to attempt to trash our stuff. And Corporate Grant's really good in a deck that has like 20 plus resources, and we can easily install something every turn, especially when we're drawing so easily with Liza. I just want to pull all the other cards out to make sure that we're not missing anything. I think there's 3 copies of Hot Pursuit because tags are good, money is good. This is Run HQ. Again, 9 credits, a tag, another tag, draw 2 cards. It's not that bad at all. We have some amount of daily casts because it's just an okay resource. It might actually be 2. Here, I'm building the deck as I go. Amaku is really good. We're running central servers all the time. Might as well get them cheap if we can. I think we definitely have 3 of those. Counter Surveillance, Dummy Box. And this is really cool because you can start playing cards that you normally don't play in a Liza deck because you're Tag Me. Class Act is an expensive card that they can trash if you're tagged, but it's so good if you can play in Liza because every time you run a central, you draw 3 cards and you get put 1 on the bottom. That's so good in a deck that's running so many 3-ofs. Like, it's good to have another copy of Dummy Box in hand because you can destroy it if someone tries to trash your stuff. But having the filter draw is so good when you have 3-ofs of cards that in some matchups don't even matter, like Paparazzi. It's still good though because we have Dummy Box. We have Diversion of Funds because it's a good card, or good enough to keep the pressures. Does the All-Seeing Eye make this deck sad? It's not the worst because you can still use Dummy Box to prevent things, but it's definitely okay. But you can use Dummy Box to protect some stuff. So they can All-Seeing Eye you and you'd be like, I'll throw out 2 cards to protect 2 important things. But that card's not that popular. It's not something I'd play around is what I'm trying to say more accurately. But yeah, it's definitely one of the better answers. The 2 good answers to this deck I think are largely Psychographics and to some extent All-Seeing Eye, but even then that's not good enough. Exchange of Information is also really good. Embezzle, I think there's only 2 copies. This probably should be 3. It's good. I have Inside Jobs just because it's a fine card. It's a fine card, especially for the early game. Some of our breakers are expensive. Embezzle, sorry, we'll get through this. Daily Cast, that's the second one. Oh, I made a mess here. We have Corporate Grants, we have Rogue Trading. So yeah, sure, gamble, why not? This is a 50 card deck, we're almost there. We have the Dummy Box, Class Act. We can go through this a bit faster. Pad Tap, 3 casts, we're right. Corporate Grant. There's 2 Aminas. Wallet's just 2 Bugalters. Bugalter. And we have a Saker, unfortunately, because we need something we have a Hernando Cortez, which puts the pressure on, another Saker, and I think that's it. So we have Sakers as our barrier breakers. This could be Damara if you really wanted to. And then we have 2 more card slots. Here I played a Cortez because it's actually pretty annoying. If they have money, this brings them out of money really quickly, which is pretty strong. It might be a bit counter synergistic on the basis that if they want to maybe stay poor and try trashing your stuff, but that really doesn't work for them that well. And then we have 1 Bocklin Botchkin, which this deck actually could use a fair bit more. If your money is good enough, you might even consider just playing. I know it's not a resource, but you could consider just playing. What's it called? You know the one. No, Rubicon Switch. But Bocklin's mean. It gives you a tag, which is nice if you're trying to power up your counter surveillance tags, and it's pretty good protection at some point. It's a tag me card that is hard to trash because you're going to be protecting it. Tycoon over Saker is a consideration. I don't love Tycoon because a big thing of this deck is getting the Corp to 0 credits and then like keeping them down with Corporate Grant and Amina, which can be obviously very, very mean. Tycoon does have some cool synergy when it comes to what's it called? Pad Tab, because it gives you credits when they get credits, but I don't love it. I really, really don't love it. Looks like you need a wireless net pavilion. We have 3, don't you worry. But in theory, this is really mean. It's hard to trash things. I wish we had more Obelises, Obeli, but this can do some work. It's hard to kill. And against meat damage, you mulligan for basically just dummy box and paparazzi, and you try and keep it around as long as possible. But it's aggressive. It can be pretty fun. D-Res is really strong. We have a bit of D-Res. Let's try and give this a shot. I don't think I've played against straight meat damage like Outfit or whatever to see how it goes, but I think it's favorable. I think it is favorable. Reading. Yeah, Wireless Net Pavilion is really good in that deck. Again, Wireless Net Pavilion is considered a unique card. It has been errated. I think Nisei has consistently or kept with that errata. They haven't gone back on that, and rightfully so. And Data Leak Reversals. This deck would love Data Leak Reversal. If I was playing Eternal, I'd probably consider playing this deck with Data Leak Reversal in it, because it is gross. Like run centrals, and you just do mill. You play Joshua B as well. But Liza's really good for a Data Leak Reversal deck. Ooh, Acme. That's actually pretty scary. Universal Connectivity Fee can fuck us up. We have Amakua for that. Opening hand is okay. Thanks, you too. We want to go Tag Me immediately. They could be on, what's it called? The Quantum Kitty is pretty bad for us. A lot of their ice is going to be pretty bad for us because we're going to be permanently tagged. So like, oh shit, Data Wards are an issue. Data Ravens don't do much. Obelisk, Gamble, Pop Pursuit, Pad Tap. This is keepable. We do have a way to de-res if they do get their endless ULAs or what's it called? Their data wards up. We can maybe de-res them. Hey Andre, what time will you be streaming on Sunday? You mentioned European friendly time, so I might meet with a friend to watch you. I don't have a time down for sure, but probably starting somewhere at 11 in the morning, 10 in the morning. It's probably a good time. All right, I think we're still gonna go Tag Me immediately. We don't have any reason to install anything first because we're not going to run centrals. So I think we can just run archives and see how things go from there. Because we're going to take a tag and draw 2 cards. All right, we have the Cortez. We can do Gamble. We can run HQ here. Worst case is Universal Connectivity Fee, but we get it out of the way now, which is okay. I think we just do Gamble Obelisk. We can install the Pad Tab, but keeping the Pad Tab is actually really important. Because we can protect it and it's a fair bit of money. They could trash it, whatever. We'll draw once, our hand size higher. And now we can just drop this and this, and it's okay. Yeah, 11 maybe earlier, but it should be okay. So they're icing up everything. So I think we're going to drop Pad Tab Wireless and run HQ. If there is something like a slot machine, we get some money off of it. And now every time we run a Central, if we access cards, we draw more, which is pretty sweet. Enigma, fuck. That's pretty good ice. We have the Amina. We're going to lose a click. Jack out and turn. They're only a 5. So it's actually difficult for them to trash this. It's 3 credits. I know we're tagged. Doesn't really matter. Enigma is usually only a 1 of. Ooh, what's that? So we need to make money. I'm assuming this is a, what's it called? There's no way this is a Rashida. I'm assuming this is a Quantum Kitty. We'll go R&D. It draws us a card. 3 cards, actually. Another Enigma. Fuck. We'll go here. This doesn't fire the obelisk. Okay. And the run barrier. This is actually really expensive to get through with Saker. Oh, careful, Humphrey. We can drop here. Hoping this is not a... I'm assuming this isn't a Rashida. Oh, it's DBS. Okay. So our plan right now is just to get enough money to slam Amina, and then we can keep them poor, I'm pretty sure. The daily business show is going to be a problem, but we can do like, what, click 3? It's not enough. Closed accounts could be an issue for sure, but we're pretty good at recovering a lot of the time. We'll draw once. Bachlin's interesting, but I think we'll click 3. So we don't get closed. We can do Amina. No, it's too hard. How much do we need for this? So we need 4. So we can't really do it. And I'm worried about UCF, so we'll get the Amina down before UCF. Oh, daily quests. That is a problem. Let's see how much money they have. I think we can sell the Amina and run it. Or Amina credit run it, right? Because we get 2 credits on when that happens. So we want them to spend money. So spend 1 credit just so we can trash if they don't res. I'm assuming they're definitely able to res. It's a pachinko. That's just an end to run. And so we can credit, and the next turn we can do credit into Hot Pursuit, and we'll be back in the cash. Pat Tab also gives us some money here. We want to definitely get that daily quest down, because it's good money. We can doof them. Ideally, we can draw that off of this. What's your time zone? EST. We're Eastern. Credit cutting comes well with Amina. Probably not worth a slot, though. Yeah, it's the only one in the deck. I don't know if it's worth a slot. They trashed the Pat Tab. I think that's smart. Yeah, credit kiting is good with Amina. For what it's worth, you can install credit kiting for anything. So you can credit kiting a class act. Oh, this actually might be the one that was played at King of Servers. It's a fully operational deck. Okay, so we can do credit, Hot Pursuit, then we lose a credit. So we'll break for 2. They lose 1. So we're gonna gain 9 credits and 3 cards. So we'll do Liza first, I guess. Corporate sales team will take it. We have a turtle, which is good. It's a cheap way to get into things. We could do Saker trash this, which will keep him poor, which I kind of like. So Saker's 4, and then what's it to break this? Oh, it's actually really bad numbers. So we install this for 4. We boost for 2. I feel like we do that, we just won't have enough money. So install for 4. We have to do another 5, that's 9, so we can't actually trash it. So close accounts is a risk here. I think we're just going to do Amakua and then run server 1. So far their ice is pretty cheap, so there's not that much Backlund. That's good. We'll just run server 1 just to get the counter. I think Acme we definitely need Paparazzi down. You really think so? I think this is more of a, I don't think this is a kill deck. We haven't seen any influence, but yeah, we'll definitely put Paparazzi down next turn. They can definitely kill us if they have it. Boom, they can't boom us. Oh, they can boom us. Successful run, no action. We just want to get this turtle counters down so that we can run HQ next turn. How's it going, Specs? Tycoon, Greater and Saker? I don't know, I like keeping them poor. Like if we had the corporate grant, like it's pretty good for us. Can we get 4 counters? So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we do server 1. And hopefully we don't find agenda. We do HQ daily quest. We need to trash that quest. I don't love Tycoon. Them having money is bad. Yeah, we need to trash that daily quest for sure. I guess, I don't know. I think this is the type of Acme's more tempo than kill. I think so. I think this is just like a fully operational deck that did really well at Crown of Lasers. I got some bizarre remote work for a kill deck. We'll see. Cost a click and a card for little insurance. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to do it. But so far things seem okay. This deck also has a Hyja, which is a good reason to get a Backlund down. So 7 credits. So we'll run HQ. Oh, sorry, that's not right. We'll run R&D. Sorry, server 1. Wow. I guess we'll gamble. Run HQ next. We're overspending credits, but it's not the worst. Daily business show, no thanks. We can consider installing a class act. Our money is not fantastic. The class act they could consider trashing. It draws us a fair bit of cards. We can also install the paparazzi. Wouldn't it still be better to break with Amina? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, forgot totally. Do you mind? Yeah, we have Amina, excuse me. Take their money? Yeah, seems good. You only use Tycoon when you turtle small? Yeah, maybe you're right, actually. Thanks. Maybe you're right on that. We definitely want to trash this. Our money's okay. We can install this, but our money's a bit poor. We need to get more money rolling. We need to draw rogue trading or something. A dummy box also would be pretty sweet. What could we run? We could run HQ again for 1 credit. It's not the worst, but they're not doing much. They're controlling with daily business show. This needs to go. We need more money. Our hand size is 10, so we can just draw here. I feel like that's fine. We have the dummy box. So now we can install the class act. There's a cat. Yeah, Humphrey's here. What's up, Humphrey? He's here for the week. I don't love HQ pressure here. Drawing a diversion of funds would also be pretty sweet. So I do value the card draw. And we want a corporate grant down as well, just because I think once we get that daily quest sorted, we can really ping them for money. And this is where you get the dummy box down in the pad tap. I don't love putting on the early pad tap, but we did slow them down a fair bit. And they're at the point where this guy's starting to do something. Hernando. Did YouTube chat freeze again? It happened. Now I'm just paranoid. It happened. This is the beginning of the evening. It just flooded. I don't know. All right, server 6. And advance. Okay. And advance. So what could that be? With 8 credits, what's Hydra? It's like 10? I think we can definitely run this. But we definitely go HQ first. Okay. UCF, we would lose all our credits. Oh, actually, no, we do have an Amakua. So we could definitely run this. I don't know why we wouldn't. I think we also want to trash this. This costs us 3 credits, which we can do. So I think we'll run this, and then install the daily casts. It could be data ward, which is fine. If there is a data ward, we just take a tag and they spend 6. Yeah, like that's fine. They can't score next turn. I guess they could NGO front out. We'll take a tag and end the run. Because now their money fell apart, right? So we get 2 and we hit this. Trash for 3. We can put a cast down, which they can trash for 4 credits if they really want to. Yeah, that's fine. That ward is fine. We can always de-res it, because its strength is 8. Never mind. Eula is pretty good. But I think we want to get this Bachlan down, because it's a real threat. Bachlan is a real threat. We just need to protect it. Our money is drying up a bit. Again, we have 2 more hot pursuits and some embezzles and rogue tradings. All that is really good draws. And we're drawing 3 cards if we run HQ. Let alone we're keeping their money down. I really hope for their sake that's an NGO. And HQ pressure isn't amazing, I'm aware, because they have the daily business. But we also need to know what they're hitting just because we do have embezzles. It's good. So far we've seen... Yeah, click for 3. Okay. I think we're going to run HQ. And Corporate Grant also would be pretty sweet. I'd play Corporate Grant and install like Paparazzi just so they can't. There's the UCF. Okay, we do have the rogue trading. We have the inside job. We don't have the money though. We can install rogue trading, take 6, and they can score their agenda. I think that's fine. They can trash this for 4 again. Oh, this is such a great console for Liza. It's insane. Especially with the dummy box, which again, if we get a pad tap up, we might be doing it, but like, we're okay now. We don't have a lot of good central pressure. Oh, actually, no, we do. It's counter surveillance. We just need money. Like we can run R&D now and access 10 cards if we draw the counter surveillance. Like we just do rogue trading, install it, and I think we're good. And then we also draw 10 cards, which honestly is probably too much. They played for the rogue trading. That's fucking nutty. Respect to them. We're gonna take all their money. Such respect to them. We need to play the dummy box stat if that's how they play. That's awesome. That's so cool. Fuck their money. Here's the daily business show. Okay, try trashing my stuff now. Yeah, this deck is a bit mean. I do like it. Or 1 credit short of hopper suiting, which I think we can just do next turn. Yeah, fuck it. We'll play the paparazzi. No tricks. Yeah, pop. Yeah, we're not gonna die. So we can just inside job this. I'm pretty sure it's an agenda. If it's an NGO, they would have gotten it. Maybe it's actually reversed. I think the deck might run reversed accounts. But we'll definitely inside job it. And we also want to get down our friend here. Just because every time we run, we get a counter on it, which is really strong when we're de-raising ice with 2 when they have 0 credits. Like, they're just going to be clicking for credits a lot. Again, we haven't drawn a corporate grant yet, but corporate grant, we just like play another paparazzi or whatever. Oh, they're going to have that card. We need to clear some of these servers. All right, we're going to do hot pursuit, run server 5. Yeah. They have no credits, so it doesn't matter what we do. Hot pursuit. Archive memories. Okay. So it's archive memories. So we can embezzle the archive memories. We have the counter surveillance. We can go and access a lot of cards. What else can we do? Again, we haven't found a current yet. It's not like it matters right now. I think we'll just embezzle. So one of these is a daily business show. Archive memories is a fine hit. We don't know the other card, do we? I think there's a purge and a UCF threat. I'll trash the archive memories. It's money. Maybe we hit 2. Maybe we'll see an agenda. Is counter surveillance really better than RDI for the influence? 100%. This sees a lot of cards that ends the game. Like, we can see 12 cards, but on top of that, it draws 12 cards with Obelisk. Hades Shard is also a consideration for this deck because of the combo. Ooh! Archive memories and fully operational. So they were setting up for that. I'm glad we trashed that for sure. So we know what one of these are. I think we could just go ahead and inside job server 6. Like, it's really obviously an agenda. And then we can run server. They can't really res anything. It's a Rashida's the worst case here. So one's a DBS, one's a Rashida. We're in no rush. We could run server 5, run server 2. I really don't think we're in a rush here. We could also, like, once we get this agenda, like, I'm pretty sure we win off counter surveillance. We just might need another credit or 2. Rashida is... That's fine if they Rashida. Losing fully op at this point is a nightmare. Oh, yeah, that's really bad. It's really unfortunate for them. We'll just run server 5. We spend less credits on this. Or fewer credits. That's the DBS that we knew. So this is probably Rashida. I don't know. Could be another daily business show. I really just want to install something here so they... But again, they don't lose credits. Our hand size is 17. And if we play this, they can't trash it. I guess we'll play it. This costs 6 to trash, or just 4 to trash, actually. There's a small chance they could Rashida trash this. Oh, we have dummy box. Never mind. Oh, I fucked my contact lens up. Oh, shit. Ow. Recover. Okay. No, that sucks. I'm gonna have to fix this. Hold on. Okay, so we're gonna access. We're gonna have 12 tags, so we need 12 credits. Seems possible. So I think we'll just do this. A problem is we're gonna draw our whole deck. I think we just win by inside jobbing this after, though. So let's do it. Look at us give them a bunch of quantum kitties. So we'll do this. We'll run R&D. We'll break this for 2. So they lose credit. And we'll access 13 cards, paying 13 credits, which is a fair bit of money, but we'll get doofs out of this, I guess. Successful run. Card from deck. Huh? Wait, did we fuck this up? Oh no, it's not an option. Okay, well that closes the game. Good game. That's a rough matchup. Do you have tag punch it? Saline? Yeah, I don't actually have any because I use peroxide instead of saline, which can be an issue. Beans. But that's really good. If we got the dummy box out early, again, like the pad tab would have stuck around, everything would have stuck around, but you can keep their money down a fair bit. This deck didn't have a lot of money, like they played no econ cards besides the daily quest. But from this point, again, like after this finishes, we'll just keep accessing IP block, DBS, IP block. Like this is where the magic is. Beal, Nasix, that's cool for the operational combo. SSL, okay. Sandberg, ooh, that's mean. Bootcamp, that finds a Sandberg, that's cool. Daily quest, and then we draw the whole hand, which is nutty. Oh, I just saw it. Yeah, Sandberg I think is a bit underrated right now. It's a pretty cool card. Not that much pull up going around, but at this point then we draw everything. Our hand size is 18, so we still have to throw out a fair bit. So we call the Hydra on the table. They threw out not much. The Data Raven doesn't do anything really. It might even make us stronger. But there's the UCF, which also, as long as we have Amaku, it's not an issue. Again, it is an issue if we don't. Yeah, that's a fun combo. So Naziks and fully operational combos recursively, you can get a shit ton of money as long as you can invest in it. I think this deck is really cool. I want to play more of it. Maybe actually it's right that this should be a Tycoon because we don't use it very often. Once you have one token, let's change that. I think that's actually really cool, and we can fire it once to get pad tap at least. Yeah, that did really well at COL. I believe it. Yeah, the idea with Acme and fully operational is Acme is the outermost ice and fully operational is 1 ice per server, so you get the maximum amount of value, right? You don't do these double ice remotes where you're like positioning data ravens and stuff like that. I think that's really cool. I think Acme is one of the best at defending single ice remote servers, which is really cool. Do you think this deck type used to run God of War? Yeah, those were like null decks. The thing is like that was Anarchs and they actually had issues generating virus counters. We really don't. And God of War is not a great breaker, but more importantly, it's a lot of influence. Hey, oh, they left. Okay. Gotta go to bed. Have a nice evening. Hey, Clocots. Sleep well. Hopefully we'll see you on Sunday, huh? Be fun. There can be issues where you don't have enough money where your counter surveillance is impossible to pop off, but with rogue trading, it's not that hard. I think it's actually very possible. 6 games tonight right now. Oof, might be a minute. We'll see if we can find a game. Gute Nacht. I don't know what clock odds means. Apparently it's super rude. I didn't win that game though, so I guess we'll never know. I think the biggest thing about this deck that I like is that it's a Liza deck that isn't exactly like every other Liza deck, which just runs like 25 operations and you know it's going to happen. So this one at least you have a bit more options. Again, there's a lot of 3 ofs, so most games kind of, I don't know, it actually feels a bit different. Oh, we said we had Tycoon, didn't we? I do like the embezzles. Maybe I'd consider playing another embezzle just because it's such a strong economy card when it fires. And you're running HQ a lot of times anyways. Saker. Tycoon. Tycoon's cheap. Numbers on Tycoon are really good, right? Yeah, okay, we bring Pachinko for 3. That's fine. Gotta worry about that Pachinko. Oh, Chris, they know what we're up to. Yo, Timmy, how's it going? What up? I'm doing well, actually. Yourself? It won't let me pick the deck. Oh, there we go. Tag Me Liza is actually a really creative name. Okay, Paulina. So they have some tech into this. We have Dummy Box Class Act Rogue Trading. So we can just do Dummy Box Rogue Trading, click Rogue Trading, and then throw out a Class Act. I think that's fun. Depends how much money they have. I think we want to run Centros if we can. Hey. Thanks, you too. Gotta watch out for Biovault, Nisei Token, Border Control, a fair bit of stuff. Net damage is not usually that important. So what do we want to do here? We could just, if we take a tag, it's awkward. So we could do Rogue Trading, install Rogue Trading, so we can click it twice next turn. So we can do Rogue Trading, Dummy Box, Class Act, and then next turn we can do Rogue Trading. We'll have definitely more resources to throw at. Kind of like that. Like, that's a dope start. Oh, we have another click. So we could just like run archives. Oh no, hand size will be a problem. We could run archives, but then we draw on their turn, which we're gonna draw anyways. So, but then they can start trashing things. Nah, we'll just take a credit, whatever. We might want to run. All right, 1 card at the bottom of the deck. Pad Tab, Rogue Trading. All of these cards are actually really good. We want these. Keeping the Pad Tab around is also really strong because that's coming up. Tycoon's actually interesting because putting it at the bottom of the deck sucks because we have no shuffle effects, but they definitely do have border control. Whatever, we'll do that. We might regret that because border control is definitely in this deck. Also, Kakugo, stuff like that. IPO, okay. So, from here, we can pop off a wee bit. We definitely want to run archives to double draw because we got a triple draw, and we want to find a, what's it called, a wireless net. Counter surveillance, pad tap, embezzle. This is rough. So we can install a pad tap, hit rogue trading. Oh, we have to discard cards. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, I forgot we don't have an amazing hand size. Unfortunately, the class act. I don't know how people react with dummy box. Do they try trashing? Rashida's gonna give us a dummy box, pad tap credit. Install pad tap first. Oh yeah, 100%. We should have installed pad tap first. We would have got a credit. So they're paying 2 to trash a card. They have a lot of money. Yeah, I think we will. I wish we kept more cards. Prevent a hardware. We really need to get the wireless net pavilion down. A resource from being trashed. How far can we go? Counter Pavilion's actually pretty bad with border control. Is this their second click? Yeah, we need to start asserting pressure. And they trashed the rogue trading. Oh wow, yeah, we lost all our rogue tradings. Hopefully we get a wireless net pavilion here. Tycoon, Corporate Grant, Paparazzi. So Paparazzi's the least good card here. We can just run again to get the counters up. 2 counters, it really isn't a break point for anybody. We gained 2 credits. We could put the pressure on them. I think we're just going to run archives again. Once we get enough code tokens, we can just go diversion. What a consume Chris is on border control. Really? Pat taps are going out. We can't recur those. It's actually really good. They probably want to trash this class act. I'm surprised they don't. I think we can just run HQ here. If we lose this Tycoon, we're in a bad spot. I think we'll just play it. Oh, actually we died to a couple things. Yeah, we died to a few things. Oh man, this petered really hard. Ew. I love this deck. Yeah, they're wearing through it pretty good though. Scarcity. Fuck. Oh, it's so hateful. Oh man, okay, now we just have to force them out of credits. We really need that wireless net. That's a food? Okay, that current is gone. We get diversion. It probably forces a res, which is okay. That's a Nancy. Okay, so that's gonna fire. So they're poor now, which is really good. Because they're poor. Our hand's not that good. We want to keep the counter surveillance and the inside job. Top 5 cards rearranged. They're on 0 credits. This is not great now. But we can just take an Axis, which gives us an Amaku counter a lot of times. Campfire Snare. We're going to lose 3 cards, sometimes 4. I think we'll play 2 to draw. Ooh, okay. Well, we want those. Lost 1. Okay, so we lost all counter surveillance, so we have no more multi-axis in this whole deck. Axis cards, thank you. Lacosta Grid, okay, that's good stuff. We'll run R&D. Can't res much of vanilla here. And Geofront. Yeah, you can't have that. Oh man, this is gonna be rough. We need a D-res at Anansi. So we don't have the corporate grant. I thought we did. Let's run R&D. What can they res here? Cortex lock? We don't die. IP block? Oh, slot machine. That's pretty good. At least we only lose a credit. So it's resource event. Fuck! At least we have a rogue trading that we're gonna draw. And a wireless net. Oh, and a Philotic. Oh, actually, wait, that's okay. So I think we want to click for credits because we want to get this down. They got money though. That was terrible. 4 credits, they can res things on archives. So we're gonna do install click, and they have to trash this for 4. Oh, if they hedge fund here, it's terrible for us. Fuck! Econ war, huh? We really wanted our thing to stick. At least so this way, they're spending money instead of like doing anything. Like they can't do much. Like how long does it take for them to score? 2 inside jobs out. It's unfortunate. But like if they trash this, then we can start running archives. We need this to live. But now with counter surveillance, like we don't need mass money. Oh wow, okay. We actually might want to click this twice. We'll run archives. We die to DNA. We'll draw once. Oh, that's good. Eventually. And this is probably La Costa. Okay, so we don't die. And we have an embezzle, but we need to get this down to 5. So I think we get this to 5 and then we hot pursuit. Now the researchers are sneaking through. Keep it R&D? I don't know. Oh, they did a purge. That's obviously pretty good for them. Run archives. Excalibur. Okay, that's fine. Still pretty good. No more runs. But we have Hernando Cortez. We have the corporate grant, which is okay. So we can start getting things on the table. A dummy box would be pretty good here. We don't need Hernando just yet. I think we'll play the daily cast. Or actually just clicking this might be better. I think clicking this... I don't think they trash it once we play this. I may be wrong. And I think we'll keep everything else in hand. Can't run again. Don't want to draw again. Syncopate, how's it going? Monka S. Welcome. We can always run server 1 to get our virus counters. Ooh, celebrity gift. Wait, dummy box Obelisk Liza? Yeah, how's it going, Coco? It's pretty great. Hand is BioVault, IPO, Lacoste Grid, Nisei Mark II. Okay. So hitting an embezzle on upgrade, which I've never done in my life, sounds incredibly lucrative. We can play Hernando and run server 1. Because now, right, it costs like 11 credits to Resonancy, 11 credits to Les DNA Tracker, which is a lot of money. It's like, what, 6 credits for Slot Machine? It's crazy. So we need to get this up to 5. What is this? This is 3? We'll run archives, we can let it fire. This gives us our double draw. We'll throw out a paparazzi, likely. Ooh, that's good. Where did you find this beautiful monstrosity? I've seen some people play this. This sort of deck list showed up in Winnipeg. I think I saw some other tournaments that are running it, but it's been fun. So here, we're gonna embezzle upgrade, I think. That's gonna be fun. IPO, so what is that? 19 credits, and their money's been pretty good, but I guess we do draw a return. Okay, so what do we do? So we know BioVault. That's probably Lacoste BioVault. I still think we embezzle upgrade. So we're going to run archives, break it. That's a start. Installing a card this turn, it doesn't seem that important. We do have the Obelisk, which is sweet. So we can do Hot Pursuit, Embezzle. Though we might as well Obelisk first. Oh, we want to run this remote. I think we'll just do Hot Pursuit, run the remote. Because once I get the BioVault up, it's a problem. This will draw us a card. Paparazzi triggers Grant. You probably don't need a second turtle. Did we not trigger Grant that turn? You're right, we could just install it. It's also good once we have dummy box. And you're right, we definitely don't need a second turtle. Project Yagi Uda? Oh fuck, they have the winning Nisei in there. But you know what, I think I'm gonna just trash the BioVault. I'll leave the Lacosta, it's probably fine. And again, Hernando Cortez still doing some fair work here. They have the winning agenda in 4 cards. Unfortunately, we have no more multi-axis. This does very little. Why did they res that for 7 credits? Is the winning agenda in there? We're just gonna take 2 tags and break 1 subroutine. The trace is on here, one of them doesn't matter. There might actually be winning an agenda in here. Why did they res that for 7 with Hernando? They definitely, this is the sort of turn that they purge. And we haven't found any breakers. Tycoon's not doing enough. Where's the link? Breaking it with turtle. Yeah, I'll take the tags, excuse me. So server 1, that's the bio vault. Oh, it's NGO front, even better. And this is La Costa grid. They have 2 more in hand. I honestly don't think we need to trash this. And then we can just slam HQ. I think they purge here though. Yeah, they do purge. Okay, so we need to find our Bagulter. I guess we'll run archives. So no runs again this turn. That's fine. Amina, pretty good. Not any really strong installables this turn besides Amina, which I don't want to install Amina. We can draw once, hand size is good. Okay, that seems pretty good. We can install, we have no resources in hand, but don't tell them. So install Sure Gamble Dummy Box. We probably wanted to actually draw more there just on the basis that we need to get virus counters. We also could just run this and trace. Trace 2 isn't a lot. We can take the tags. I think we'll run this and see if they trace us. That's definitely better than running. Not definitely, but it's arguably better. Let's see if they trace us. We have no link. Don't need it. This is for the tags. Let's see if they pay for the end of their end. I think again it's BioVault La Costa. The thing is if we trash something, we don't get the virus counter, which we definitely don't want to trash something. Trace 4? Wow, we just made them lose 2 credits for a click. Is this good? Is this good? Is this what we want? Yeah, that's fine. Eventually they give up. This is not sustainable, is it? Maybe this is how they get below the threshold for Hernando. Why not just take net damage on HQ? You have all the cards. You're right, we could. I don't think we need to. This counter surveillance is going to be pretty tough. We lost both the counter surveillances. We actually don't need that. Trace 3. Okay, I'll pay 3. And then we'll run archives. We could trash this BioVault. I think actually we need to trash this BioVault. That sucks, because now we're not going to get the Amku counter. I think you're right. We could definitely tank one of these. I just want to draw the Bagulter. How's it going, Jeff? We didn't install that turn, unfortunately. Okay, so now the Surveyor is a bit better. That's another BioVault. So, we can't lose 2 Amina. It's unlikely that we do. What's the strength list? 3, right? Yeah. This is actually really hard res because they're at 10. They always pre-res this in the remote, which is probably a smart play. Like you res your La Costa grid so you can be under 10 credits. Haven't drawn yet. We can always draw to give them more money if that's part of the play. I think we'll draw. Okay, that's no good. They could score out of Yagi Uda. We have another current in hand. I think we'll draw once more. Yeah, that's good. We'll do hedge fund into casts, just so they lose a credit. Next we'll do a Bagulter into like Hot Pursuit, all that. That's Nisei, you think? Oh, it's only Rashida. We have 2 more Pat Tap in the deck, or just 1 more? Just 1 more. It'd be cool. Okay. 14, 12 credits again. We can deal with that remote. Border control can be an issue, but hey. Scarcity. That's fine. That's fine. I think we just do Bagulter into we can run the remote. With 11 credits, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, Hernando does something. We also could do like corporate grants into Bagulter, run the remote. Looks like I like that. So this is, yeah, I think we can do it. We just want to make them a bit poorer. Do you think grant is worth it in a deck like this over like, I don't know, Mad Dash? Yeah, Mad Dash doesn't do much. Like we can't scry. Oh, they paid 7 for that. That's fine. We can't really scry, so it's good. But the corporate grant, like the big part of this deck is keeping their money down. Like the big reason why the scaring remote isn't that good is because we're keeping their money down. I think Grand is amazing for a deck that has like 22, 24, 28 cheap resources. Figure that is the cost of Nisei. It could have been. We're going to end the run. That's fine. So now I think we just run Archives. Hey, Humphrey. How you doing, bud? This gets us a counter. Oh, Humphrey just climbed up. He's right behind the monitor. Okay. You do you, bud. Hey, Humphrey, you want to say hi to the camera? So Lacosta's getting res. That's a Biovault coming down there. 1 credit. Humphrey is smelling that microphone. I can't grab him where he is. Purging. That's okay. That's quite okay. 1 advancement counter. They could slow roll a Nisei, but it's really slow roll. R&D is wide open. Again, we don't have multi-access. We know there's a Nisei in hand, so I think we're just going to go sniff it out if we can. Again, we have the embezzle threat. We have the corporate grant threat, so we're just going to go for it. I would like the Bachlan Botchkin if we can find it. So this is what, 7. We get 2 back. Does it fire automatically? Game 2, no. Hey, bud. Yeah, cat on the mic. What's up, bud? You want to play Netrunner? Hedge fund, okay. That's a virus counter. We draw next. Oh, they're at 2 credits because we drew. We can ding them for 1. Going back is expensive. We could run Archives, but again, we have no multi-access. If we kept 1 counter surveillance, again, paying 27 credits might be an issue, but we can kind of do something. We want to keep their money down. We'll definitely install something. So I think we'll just play the casts. And taking the rogue trading is probably fine. What did we hit on HQ? Hedge fund, okay. So embezzle is also a good way to clear the way. We can do embezzle into hot pursuit, or the other way around, fine, if we want. Running this remote eventually is possible. We just want to get virus counters. I think we'll just do hedge fund and run Archives. Just get 2 virus counters. You always run Archives once a turn. 3 out of Rashida. Ooh. So they might actually be jamming the Nisei. Nisei token's pretty good for them. Biovault is more likely what it's to be. I think they had 2 in their hand when they showed us. Or maybe they only had 1. So now running this remote is very difficult. So I think we might start slamming R&D, but we really want to get to 5 res counters. Let's see if they use a Biovault on like a hot pursuit. We could also just embezzle them. Sorry, we can just diversion of funds them. But we can get them down to 2 credits this turn, so it doesn't seem that important. Pay 5. That's a hedge fund. Okay, so we do have the Bachlan Botchkin. They're at 4. I keep forgetting that they can make money when we do that. So I think now we diversion them. That's pretty expensive, actually. So we could run Archives for 4 credits, run Archives for 5, then we can't diversion because it's last. We want to install something. I think we install Bachlan, Pat Tap, run Archives. Again, they still have a lot of agendas to score. This is our final current, though, which is unfortunate. R&D lock? Yeah, we can. We just need to be able to break this. Amina's actually really good at breaking this to keep the lock down on them as well. So it looks like it's Biovault to Nisei. They could score the Nisei. Just slow purging. Oh, man. That's pretty cool. Biovault is free to res. We can always draw once into diversion, which isn't that bad. Bachlan counter? Oh, yeah. Excuse me, that should have a counter. I forgot that this is optional. Thank you. Bachlan counter. How's it going, Moribund? Yeah, totally. This one's not animated, which is super weird considering everything else is. Okay, I think we'll just diversion here. I think we'll draw diversion. Just so they get the credit. And we get a credit. Do diversion. Put a Bachlan counter. Bachlan's also, it's interesting against border control. And we're just gonna like slow hammer. I think we need to get the Amina down. Diversion. We'll take all their money. So, Obelisk, we could run R&D. We really need to figure out a way to deal with this elegantly. The Nisei's in here, so whatever's left in R&D we need to find. But again, we have no legwork, we have no multi-access, so we just have to pay like 5 for single accesses. So getting the Amakua up is good. Honestly, playing a second Bagalter is interesting. It saves us 2 credits every time we run this, which is pretty good money for running this more than once a turn. We could play the Amina. I think we just run Archives. Because eventually we de-res this and then we just go in. Like that's our play here is we de-res this once we get enough counters. And then we just, they can't re-res this ever, right? In theory, Demibox and Corporate Grand are kind of at odds since you want to keep some resources in hand to protect the important ones, but Demibox is basically just a turn to Corp. At this point, like, they just won't try and trash your stuff. It's just way too expensive. How many diversions do we have left in our deck? I think every card, one of the 2 cards in our deck is diversion. So I think we just draw and we hit it, hopefully, and then we diversion. Fuck, it's the other card. I think we just draw again and diversion them. Yeah, okay, perfect. Place 1 power counter. They could Biovault this. Maybe it's worth it, I don't know. Can you afford to steal an Nisei for the game, can't you? I don't think so, just because it's Biovault. And they're going to Biovault this one, which is fine. So now they just have a Nisei counter they pay 1 credit for. It's actually pretty good. So I think at this point we just like de-res the Nancy and go ham because they have to have an agenda. Oh, they're slow rolling it. Okay, now we can. Oh, never mind. They can do both. Okay. So their ability is turned off. We have a game of Netrunner. We're running out of high power events. What do we know is in hand? Like, we need really land a good embezzle. Chat, what do you think is in hand? Because we need to hit. So there's 1 more Lacosta in hand. What do we think is in hand? We want to get the Balkan counter for sure. We just need 1 counter surveillance at the beginning. Maybe an operation or 2. IPO? It could be. I think they'd throw IPOs out at this point. Ice? Embezzle agenda? You can't actually. Ice seems kind of likely. Ace actually seems pretty likely. Yeah, we'll try ice. We need to hit this rogue trading soon. Whiff. Yagi Uda and Celebrity Gift, so operation's definitely better there. So we can go in for the 7s. It's kind of expensive. That's better. I think we run archives once. I think we double click this and run archives. So eventually we run out of what's it called? Remember Bachlan's once per run too. Yeah, totally. They must be a reasonable number of ice if they're running Surveyor. I think so. So that could easily be the Agiuda. So we'd want to run that. And they're not celebrity gifting us, so I'm assuming there's more agendas in hand. Ice on HQ. Okay. So ideally we want them to get over 10 credits, but we can also just run this. The problem is we have to run this twice. Like, we can lose this game for sure. I think we just need to keep the HQ pressure up. We can bezel operation, but accessing actually might just be better. Hopefully no DNA tracker. Eli. We break Eli for 3 credits, they gain 2. Maybe we need a turning wheel. Whoa, I didn't know there's a dedicated platform Netrunner PC. Kutan, you're not the first person to say that today. It's Jinteki.net and it's free and it's pretty rad. I feel like this is okay. They score Yagi Uda, it's okay, right? Welcome to the chat. It's cool. Yeah, Jinteki.net. It's totally free. If you're new, like the thing is easy. Click Eli. Actually, you're right. Maybe click Eli is fine. I think the chance of click Eli being good is actually pretty high. Yeah, it's better than anything. If they use a Nisei counter, it's pretty suspicious. And we want to de-res that, actually. That might have been the right time to de-res that. Instead of paying money. Slot machine. Okay, well, we got a Amakua counter. I think we run archives and they purge. I think we force the purge every turn. Bachlan is based on strength, not cost. Yeah, it is strength. I think they purge. Yeah, they do purge. Okay. Well, we're gonna de-res HQ, I guess. Is that the only agenda? Actually, hold on. Wait, hold the fucking phone. Can we just win? We can run this, we can derez this, and we just have to beat a trace twice. I feel like we just win if we run the remote. Yeah, we win if the remote. We just win on the remote. Please, nothing they can res. That's badass. I've been meaning to bust out my box of cards to play again, but it's been such a chore after 6 months. Actually, more like a year. Oh, shit. Well, this is so much easier, right? Like, you can just copy deck lists from Netrunner DB. There's a deck builder in here. If you're new to the game. Oops. I don't know what's happening. It's really easy. You can copy deck lists from Netrunner DB. It's great. It's good stuff. Oh, it's an Excalibur. Ooh. So we could derez that. I think this just fires. Because now Archives is open, which seems pretty hot. So we can use them, force them to use an Issei token, which is sweet. I'll derez this, I guess. So now they have to use an Issei token, which is pretty good. Or break with Bagalter. Thinking. I don't know what's cheaper. So this is 6, so we have to do 5 to get the strength. 6, so we spend 4. Yeah, it's cheaper to that's 5. Yeah, it's cheaper. So they use an Issei token, right? Yeah, okay. So we can't run again. Can't install a card. Archives is open. They have to score this, so they're down to 0. This is dodgy. I like Bachlan. I feel like we need more Bachlan in this deck. Keeps that pressure up when they do get the money. They have to score it. And then we just run Archives. Oh no, what? Oh no, because they can still score it. Lacoste the Grid, heck of a card. What a card. All right, this is a slot machine. Could be an IP block, actually. That'd be annoying. Ooh, okay. So if they purge, they can't get money. You thinking what I'm thinking? Nine cards left in R&D. Why not go R&D? Because I don't want the slot machine to fire. If they make money, I'm probably being a coward. I probably could run R&D every fucking turn. But them getting 3 credits is huge, and I'm very averse to it. I wanted to get slot machine up to 5. We also could slam Amina, which it might keep them out of the game. How's it going, Solom? I was thinking of doing the whole Biotic Labor RPC SSL thing, but in Jinteki with Lacosta. Red Planet Couriers SSL? Alright. Now they can res the slot machine. They don't make anything if slot machine fires. Oh, you're right, they don't. On that note, let's run Archives. You just lose 3, you're totally true. You have no cards left in the deck. Yeah, we still lose 3. Oh, you're right, they'll never make money. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck was that? Help? Okay, that's a problem. Okay. Now you fucked up. Yeah, dummy box, you're right. Well, purging is fine. Purging is acceptable. Trash 1 virus. Dummy box. Oh, because Lacosta, yeah. No, thank you. Oh, the Marcus Batty tech. What does this do? Remove a virus. No, you're fine. You good. Okay. We'll pay 1. We'll pay 1. Dying box lol. Oh man. Alright, got him. Alright, let's run R&D. 8 cards left. They're clearly not jamming. Going HQ also has some validity. Pull them bone, roll them bones. Yeah, we should have done this a long time ago. I forgot we had no deck. This just cost 3 credits to get through. We're paying way more to run HQ. Might as well run here. Ellie. Fuck. We're gonna run out of money. We know they're gonna draw on Eli. That's something. Fucking hell. If we just had another counter surveillance, that's all we need. Again, no, it's too big at this point. But what do we do? We have to contest the remote. I'm just gonna click for credits. I feel like we just contest the remote. We know what this server is. It's approachable. Can you play Lacosta Grid and Trickle Light? Maybe is that good enough? I can't seem to drag and drop stuff to trash. To stop playing Shaper on Jinteki.net. Yeah, they have the drag and drop issue. Celebrity gift. Fuck. At least they show us their hand. Eli. Okay. Okay. Two cards. 2 agendas in HQ. We got this. Chat. We gained a credit. Damn, we're good. Okay. We're going in there. They aren't running. I know they're not. I'm thinking you could. I think paying 4 to preserve virus counters was good. You really think so? Oh, we did a fair bit. Oh, yeah, 100%. You're right. That was at 3, wasn't it? It would have been at 4. Maybe Red Plant Couriers and Government Takeover. That would be baller. Yeah, I think that's totally playable. You can just play SSO, though. There's some good ways. Embezzle Ice first. That's the problem, is like we could embezzle Ice first, but running HQ twice sucks. Like embezzling Ice, what's the chance? Oh, it's 3 Ice. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we embezzle Ice and then just do it next turn. Yeah, I think you're totally right about the Amakua. If this hits 2 agendas, I will shit. This also has to hit because we need money. Okay. Be a man, Oberth's Protocol Vanity Project. I think we're already before. So we hit, we can go back in. Yeah, we can go back in here. The thing is, like, it's really expensive. I think we just wait. But then the embezzle is worthless. Wait, that embezzle is dumb. I thought about it. I don't like it. I think we just run R&D. They have 10 credits, so Hernando is like something. The Res Coke triple dedication. We can go back in. We have a 50% chance of winning the game right here. I think you're totally right. But if we don't, it's bad. So we can give Tycoon. Do we go on a 50-50? So we pay 3 for this, 7 for that. So we can spend 10 credits for a chance of winning the game. How many agendas are less than a deck? So there's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's 15 agendas, which means there's probably 2 more in ID. So it's either 2 and 7, not good, or 2 and 4, a bit better. Have some money. I don't want him to draw a card. Okay, 50-50. Piss. Wow. Well, shit. I can't remember the terminology right now because of the time and alcohol. If you see a face down card that ends up staying face down, can't you continue to see what card it is after the turn progresses? I'm not sure what you mean, Kutan. That sucked. Time and alcohol. If you see a face down card that ends up staying face down, can you continue to see what the card is? I don't think so. Okay, so that's a Nisei. Which is an issue. We know this server has 2 surveyors, which are expensive. We have no tricks. 1 and 4 on HQ, might be 2 and 4. Oh, god damn it. We had this game! We're petering out. Threatening GFI like a bastard? Yeah, totally. They are. And then the right place around HQ if we think it's a GFI. I don't think they'd NGO now. Could be Violvault though. Marth. Yeah, it's a super rude advancement. I agree with you. I think we just go HQ and let Anansi fire though. I think we run HQ twice. I think we just run HQ twice and let Anansi fire every time. Then we have a 1 in 4 and then a 1 in 5. I think that's our best odds. Because if that's food we lose, and specifically if that's food, it's going to be 2 in 4 and then 2 in 5. Right? I think we just go ahead here twice. Fucking hit me. Like as a runner, if you get a peek at ice, but it's not forced to activate using the platform, do you continue to see the card while it's technically face down? If you expose the card, no, it's going to be face down. It's up to you to remember it. You can ask somebody, and usually people are pleasant to be like, hey, what was that? No, we're not going to pay 2 credits there for no reason. Yeah, if you expose an ice. It's totally NGO? Might be. How's it going, MMC Frugal? Frugal, you can run remote last click to force IP block and surveyor res to buy another turn perhaps. With Lacosta, it's they only need 3 credits. I don't think we're going to buy anything. Damn, we're good. Not even close. Not even fucking close. Can't break inner survey. Yeah, we can't break the remote, so they just won't res, right? Oh, nice, nice. So 1 in 4 in HQ. Noise. yeah, totally. All right, we got 1 in 4. So it's not the food. It's because they score at the Nisei and then they jam the Yagi-Uda and we have to run the remote twice. So then we'd have to run R&D twice. What is in front of R&D? Honestly, I lucked out first hot pursuit. Oh, fuck. You missed on 3 and 5. Dang. Ooh. We had him at some point. So this is a DNA tracker. Again, this is 11 credits to res if they're above 10. So there's a reason to not run until they have enough money. We can't control that well because we can't draw and make them credits. But again, if we just kept counter surveillance, our play is make sure there's not a border control, like steal 2 points, maybe 4 points, and then counter surveillance out. But we lost these too early, so like we have no backup plan. We have to win off singles. And admittedly, maybe the best thing we could have done is just click for credits and then contest the remote over and over again, which we probably could have got away with after we cleared the first Nisei. But hey, we went for a shot. I used to take advantage of while playing as Corp. My buddy would start drinking as we built decks, and this time we played, he would always forget the cards. So I wouldn't tell him. I just wanted me to know they forgot. In tournament play, they recently legalized note taking. So just to help people that might it might be more difficult to remember what's on the table. It's very easy to forget. So with Excalibur, you buckling Excalibur and win. I think on the first remote challenge with Excalibur, you buckling Excalibur and win. I was turning up surveyors at 6 strength. I didn't do the math. I thought I couldn't break double surveyor. Yeah, maybe back then we could have just like de-res the Excal, because we could have de-res Excal and got through double IP block, what's it called? Double surveyor. Maybe we didn't think it was an agenda at that time. Thanks for game A. Cheers. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That was definitely an option. But these little small agenda decks, no border control. I don't know where the influence goes actually in this. Like there's no border control. This sort of deck should be on a single copy of Biotic Labor, if not even like a shipment from Tenon. And maybe they are, and maybe we ran aggressively enough for that not to be an issue. But like, goddamn, 4-3-2s, get those out of hand. Did I miss a Patrick stream? Nightchus, how's it going? Yeah, that was actually last week. Yeah, it was last week. It was fun. You can tycoon, make them go above 10. Yeah, we could always tycoon them above 10, but we have to spend money to do it. But yeah, we can like run HQ, give them to run R&D. It's pretty cool. Slots, IP, GFI, surveyors. Is that enough? Like surveyors is what, 6? Slots, 7, 8, 9, IP, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, you're right. That's actually a pretty compelling suite. There's only 4 games on JNet right now. Ooh, no, not Corp. No. Uh-oh. Close just joined and I left. That's awkward. It's quiet on JNet. It is. And that's also to some extent like the week after Worlds. People are a bit like, I've spent a lot of time playing Netrunner. Maybe I won't. Okay, Close knows what's up. Watching in YouTube chat. Let's see if they try and kill us with some meat damage. Yes. Okay, Blue Sun. Could be Marcus Batty. Could be punitive. Could be damage. All those things are kind of scary. We want to be able to, hey, This deck is actually kind of an issue for us because we have limited D-res, and they can get their ice up really, really, really quickly, which is a problem. And once they ice up all their centrals, we can't do value runs. So we need a mulligan really well. A single inside job is good. It doesn't break the ice, so it's not like it's going to shut down oversight AI, but we don't really have a way to do that anyways. Terminal Diversion's okay. Corporate Grant's okay. Daily Cast Wireless are fine. Let's see what they mulligan. What's your opinion on Kyambi Grid? I need to play more of it. I think Kyambi Grid is really, really, really strong. I think it's probably best in SSO, but it's definitely very strong. It's like a good way to win late game. And again, Wayland always struggled with that, a way to close the game off. And once you have like 3 ice, 3 servers that have like a border control and advanced cards on it, like it's really expensive. I think it's good. November 2nd. Oh yeah, it's the North American. Mulligan this? I think we do. It depends what the close does. Having the opening diversion's usually not that good when they overstate AI or building blocks HQ turn 1. What would we want to draw for? Like rogue trading, dummy box. If we can protect with dummy box, if we can actually successfully protect a pad tap, it fires a lot because if blue send bounces their ice. They mulligan, so I think we can mulligan. Cortez is good in the matchup. Hopefully we get a terminal diversion or we're going to be pretty sad. I don't know if we could actually Tycoon turn 1. I've been trying to make... The forma carry thing is also pretty cool, but I've never done it realistically. Oh, that's a lot of money. Power outage? What's power outage? Kyambi Grid plus Ash. Take the runner to hell. Yeah, that's good too. I think like Marcus Batty is great because he can do it after they fire. Border control is good enough, probably. Forma carry is cute, but I don't think forma carry should be in a deck list. It's probably just not good enough. The D-Res one? Out of HB? Oh, yeah. Why? Okay, we got a Rashida. We can play the paparazzi just to like test the waters. It's actually good against punitive. We should have installed this anyways. I don't know why we didn't. Let's go down to 5 cards. Oh. So it could be a punitive, but whatever. Hopefully we win with counter surveillance. It's going to be tricky. One thing I'm concerned about with this platform is that I remember running into a handful of nuanced rule discrepancies with combinations of cards. I can't remember the specifics, but I wonder how they're handled if I see them again. Everything's like UFAC. There's no like real ambiguity in the game right now where people are wondering how things work. Like everything's pretty well determined. Oh, that's a Crisium grid. That's annoying. So there's nothing that like is clumsy on JNet right now. There's some problems with shaper cards or like just being able to drag cards off the table sometimes can be difficult. But like I've never really been stuck in and it's different for me because a lot of times I'm streaming, so people definitely act differently. But it's not been a big issue. We can run archives to force them to res. It doesn't cost them much because they can bounce it. For Hernando Cortez, run HQ is okay. They can't res Orion. They could res Chiashi. Even though it's like 7 credits to res what's it called? Mouseless. They will probably trash this class act. I think we want to just keep money so that if they do get down like an overstate AI barrier, like Orion or Chiashi, we can maybe Tycoon it. For what it's worth, also Kutan, there was like a wilder amount of like crazy combo decks back in the day. Things with like emergency shutdown, not emergency shutdown, what's it called? Power shutdown and like Jackson, and none of those stuff happened. The combos are way less flashy than they used to be. People consider them way less degenerate. Corporate grants something. They don't run currents. I just feel like we need a dummy box or something. Oh, that's cute. Let's see if they trash it. Probably should. Our money sucks. We need rogue trading. Crisium Grid. Pretty good. Keeps us out of archives. Do you value trash the wireless net? 4 credits is a lot. 4 credits is a fair bit. Server 1. Okay. So Chiashi is, in theory, brutal. They probably have 2 hostile takeovers. That's a current on the table. Scarcity resources. So some things are looking more difficult. That's probably a Rashida. Also could be the 0 credit resource. Or sorry, upgrade. That makes it harder to run. I feel like we need to just be brave and face check at some point. I don't want to install this in case an SDS goes off. Like, that's hard. And like, we really need to protect Hernando. I think we just like slammed the class act. Oh, fuck. Right, current. Good old days of power shutdown diagnostics of Salem's I've had worse 24/7 boom. I don't even think I played against that combo at any point. Oh man, this hand sucks. They probably run a couple sentries, not that many, but keeping programs is okay. I feel like the doof actually has some value. Like, we could always do Hernando for 4. No, maybe not. We need to play this next turn. Okay, that might be wrong. Well, I've followed. I've got work in the morning. I'll pop in again later, Dick, when I'm coherent. Hey, cool. Thanks for dropping by. Hopefully you enjoyed JNet. It's been pretty great. Good luck. Thank you. Played against me. First time I ever tried it. It was hard. Oh, shit. Excuse me. Yeah, there's a fair bit of wild combos. Oh, Ice HQ feels good. Oh, double advance. Okay. So we could definitely do Hernando run the remote and might get a nice surprise here. Could be NGO front. I think we'll try it. We pay 4 for this, but like... SDS drone deployment here is obnoxious, but we can always play Tycoon run again. This card they definitely need to trash. What can they not res here, though? The question is, like, do they pay 6 for a border control? I think it's 5 because it fires. We definitely should have played this first. Damn Cortez. Cortez is a sneaky guy. I'll pay 4 for Cortez, I guess. Man, our money's bad. The anti-blue sun card. Yeah, it's annoying, but we're tagged. We can actually consider clearing the tag. Isn't that wild? Ooh. I think we might clear the tag. Cortez is too good. Oh, just an NGO. Okay, cool. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, no. It happened. Okay. So, yeah, okay. That's going to hurt. So, obviously, we're going to lose our refractor, which is a problem. We have no cards in hand. That's fine. I think we will remove the tag. I think keeping Cortez seems nice. Draw once, I guess. Oh, that's okay. So the tags are coming back. I think we install that and next turn we take 12 off of it. We paid 15 for that ice. It's pretty good. So what do we have left in our deck that's really good? We have one Fractor, which we definitely need because of Overstate AI. We have a Bachlan Botchkin, which would be pretty sweet. We lost our Consul. We still have a Counter Surveillance. It's definitely some things. It's 15 to rest this, yeah, huh? They still do it. They don't give a shit. At this point, we can consider pressuring Centrals. That can be a problem. Oh, it's just hostile. Okay, bad pub. They're at 9 now. Central pressure doesn't seem amazing. Don't want to die. Oh, shit. Scarcity. So we'll do credit install. We'll take 12. Yeah, we forgot scarcity totally. That's okay. We could fix it. We didn't overdraw. If we drew once more, we'd be upset. Feels like me at the end of semester when I don't work. 2 poor for 0 cost. All right, so obviously our card draw is not firing because running Centrals is a bit scary. They don't want to go above 10 credits because then their ice gets really expensive. Like 7 credits for a Mouseless. Afshar is like 4. Like that's not great, even when you bounce it. Unfortunately, we're gonna take the tags here so they get trash. This is gonna cost them 4, maybe 6. Why install the end of the turn? He'll just trash it. We're not tagged. They can't. We cleared the tag. If that's Rashida, it's bad. We could draw into dummy box. It's like, but it's way too expensive. I think we'll just take the money. We need to be in the game somehow. So go ahead, make my day. What do you think the upgrade is? It's that 0 coster. Oh, this is a Crisium grid for sure, just so that we don't get Liza value. But they also probably run that reduced service card, which is really good. But this is definitely Crisium. I think we're gonna lose yeah, that's good for them. Because they can probably like hedge fund, trash Hernando, maybe even trash rogue trading. But 2 Rashids out is pretty good. We didn't get punitive so far. We can force the res of the Crisium, but Crisium is also a really good way for them to like be able to duck. What's it called? To be able to duck Cortez. Oh shit! Looks like we might get our rogue trading. Maybe you don't pop Rashida there just because you have too many cards now. I don't know what that is. Yeah, so now they can duck it. I think we'll definitely draw rogue trading. Or fire rogue trading. We need the money. And we need to start drawing here. Paparazzi's cute. We can run server 2. We trash most things for free. We die to snare, but like we have bad pub, so we trash Rashida if that's what this is. It looks like that's what this is. Yeah, whatever. We'll trash it. We have more money than them. What happened? Unfortunately, we have no breakers. And Crazy Grid on Archives means Amaku is not going to get very far. Bounce the Chiashi. Oh, they have 23 credits. Wait a second. That's the building blocks. Orion. Seems good. Can't de-res it. That's good tech. Now they can slowly advance their card in server 1, or it's a reduced service ready to go. Either way. That Crazy Grid's going to be good. Second building blocks? Fuck me. Chiashi on Archives or on R&D? Clearing row trading does it? Yeah, huh? What is it? 7 clicks for 18? Yeah, Chiashi on R&D. And it's single advance. Alright, so we have a couple draws that get in there. That's not one of them. That's okay. That's okay. We can't play this? I think we would if we could. I want to draw once more. I don't think the paparazzi matters. Well, hey, that's fine. Because, I don't know. Here we can consider diversion, and then we need a breaker just to get through Orion. A breaker. Trash and Encouragement just not worth it? The Tutsu could be. Ideally, they res it. So they have an Orion in hand. So what do we need? A breaker would be good. And then they're on game point. This is really scary. We had a really rough opening. We can consider just like doofing them and see how things go and then running the remote because they need some money. Afshar is like the worst case scenario, but at least it's a bad pub out of us. We'll do it. Let's see how it goes. Like with Hernando, all their ice is expensive. I think Afshar is the best res they have here. Because like Orion, yeah, there you go. Afshar for 5. Excuse me, I was wrong on that. So they have 19. So Orion is what? They can do 2 net damage with Orion. Trash a program that doesn't matter, but they have to pay 18 for it. So they can't score. Oh, they can bounce. Never mind. Yeah, how bad could this be? They can also just make us res 2 credits. I think we're going to get a border control here. Ooh, Gatekeeper. They pay 5 for that. That's going to draw the agendas that they need. STS drone deployment, STS drone deployment. Okay. That's actually safe in HQ. I would have kept those. Like, we don't have programs. Okay. So, somehow, we can access 3 cards. Everything's in R&D. They might have another card in hand. But man, they flooded a wee bit there. We have no special order. Also, like, we need to just draw our breakers, and we're not firing. Ooh, that's good. Now they're building blocks, all 3, but I guess Gatekeeper did fire. So is that the Orion? What is that? Orion on HQ? Damn it. Okay. We can run Archives again. Them spending money is not that important. Because they can always bounce one of these cards. Whatever. This is a waste of a click. I guess we would see a card. Where's your Chrysium? Do it. Oh, they didn't. It is a Chrysium. Okay, that makes sense. So we have the dummy box. We have the Begalter. The Begalter is just a program, which can be useful. We can fight their credits with Corporate Grant, but they have the ability to bounce like 15 plus credit ice, so it's not amazing. We can play like a rogue trading. Oh, okay, Humphrey heard someone in the hallway. It's not your sister. So sorry. Ideally, so what doesn't matter? Dummy box doesn't matter. Paparazzi doesn't matter, so we can draw once. Still not good enough. We don't want to show what we have in hand. In theory, we just want all programs, and we have to draw a program. So what doesn't matter? Grant doesn't matter. Paparazzi doesn't matter. Dummy box doesn't matter. Cast doesn't matter. Okay, this doesn't matter. Well, we'll draw once more. We'll just throw out a bunch of stuff. So we don't need dummy box. It's actually kind of cute against SDS drone deployment, but if they score it, they win. No paparazzi. I don't think we're going to die. Grant doesn't seem that good. It's good against scarcity, but not much else. We'll get rid of the other dummy box. Is that not enough? What are you searching for? Grant matters? Why does Grant matter? They have 1 billion credits. Why does Grant matter? I think Cast might be too slow. But Pad Tab is arguably slower. No, Pad Tab's faster. I can't wait for you to be totally punched by a rogue HPT. Oh man, it's gonna be sweet. I'm pretty sure close though is playing either like Trojan Horse or Marcus Batty. They have 22 credits, so Grant doesn't matter, does it? To turn off scarcity? Yeah, that's the only thing it matters for, but I don't think we play any more resources. Like, we just lose this turn if we don't draw like Inside Job into Amina. Like, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna have time to play it. I forgot that Scarcity was up. With Scarcity, I wouldn't have kept the Pad Tab. I think you're right. I think you're right, though. The Scarcity was better than Pad Tab. I think we fucked that up. So also because we have rogue trading. Yeah, you're totally right. Oh, we can fix this. No programs. Do we do Grant into Pad Tap? Oh, God, that's terrible. That's not right. We need to be drawing for answers. Never punished. Not yet. Not yet. I think that was too slow. If they bounce a card here, we do gain credits. Oh, we do gain credits off of Pad Tap, off of SSL. So it's like clicking for credit, which is not as good as drawing because we need to find basically our Tycoon, an Amina, and Inside Job it. So that's a reduced service, which is going to be a problem. They can res it now. Oh, it actually could just be Ash. Sometimes his deck runs one Ash. Luckily, we can force him to res. We need Inside Job Amina. Inside Job Amina. Okay. I guess we do Amina run, and then we lose to any barrier. Well, we gotta do it. Evening, Andre. How's it going, Parallel? It's a cool bird emote. Welcome. Seems like they should trash your Hernando. I think they should have a bit ago. Yeah, I'd pay 4 for this for sure. That's a border control. Hey, good game. Oh, not the best start. We got the money up. Didn't have the breakers. I think they should have kept their drones. Maybe they kept one. I think that would have just jammed it if I was them. But yeah, this is definitely one of the harder matchups. We don't have enough D-res. Keeping our Bachlan was really... Oh, no, our Bachlan would have been good, but keeping Hernando would have been good. Getting a Bachlan up to strength would be good. And maybe we just need to be braver and face check. Maybe we just need to run HQ turn 1 just to slow them down a wee bit. Because that would have been pretty great. If they had bigger ice here, if it wasn't Afshar, that diversion might have been like something. But hey, that one's cheap. Lots of draw from not running centrals. Yeah, well, we just clicked to draw a lot. It wasn't good enough. How's the past few weeks been? I was out of town, completely missed Worlds. Oh man, Worlds was great. Check it out. It's on Neo Red and Grid. This past weekend was Thanksgiving in Canada. You think? I didn't have any breakers. Couldn't run anything. No card draw. Against this matchup, I'd rather be running the Operation Heavy one that runs like 3 Inside Job, 3 Spearfishing. That's pretty bad. It's way better than the resource version, I'm pretty sure. Besides Hernando. Hernando's a sweet shit. Yeah, last weekend was Canadian Thanksgiving, which was really good. Had fun with the family. It was good to see them. It's been nice. Card draw is on the ID. It is. How's it going, user? It's just we ran centrals once this game. I think Liza fired twice, actually. Excuse me. Do you mind rezzing all? I got home just in time for Thanksgiving. Oh, nice. Yeah, it was a nice long weekend. I was in Toronto. And where my family's from. This deck probably badly needs Amakua super early. It does, VK. Like, we had an Amakua. We got it down turn 1 or turn 2, and we trashed it to steal an SDS. But it's kind of hard to get counters in this matchup because their ice is really high strength. Chiashi does punish it to some extent. A pretty mean extent. But like their ice is pretty high strength, I guess, besides these two specifically. So it's hard. What's the command? Yeah, that's it. Isn't alt res all? Yeah. What would you do against this matchup? Against this sort of matchup, I think I'd just run more Inside Jobs. Okay, so what was this? Crisium was fine. We called the Ash. So even if we got on the remote, it's a problem. Chiashi, they have to res for 18. I guess they didn't score this yet, so they had more credits. So actually, the pressure is okay, but then they just bounce it, and they can always score. And a prompt open. Oh, cool. And yeah, that makes sense too. Ooh, that's really mean. Also, if they draw poorly, they had no OAIs, but they got 3 building blocks off, which can be an issue for sure. Embezzling that stuff is really good if they get clogged in hand. All right, I think we're gonna play one corp game. Let's find a fast deck on JNet and give it a shot. Actually, 4 games. Maybe we'll just call it today. Yeah, it's 11:30. That'll be it. Because hey, we're gonna be streaming on Sunday. We're gonna be starting pretty early in the morning, around here, maybe 10, 11, and we're gonna be streaming for a couple hours. I'm here cat sitting. Oh, yo, Humphrey, yo, come here. It's perfect timing. My dude knocked my stuff over. So we'll be here streaming on Sunday. Again, if you want to know exactly when that starts, if you follow either the channels on YouTube or Twitch, you'll get a notification if you hit that button. Humphrey, you want to come over here maybe? Buddy. What's on Sunday? VK, I have the day off and I'm cat sitting here, so I'm just gonna stream here, just play some decks. Nothing in particular, just do some deck building, I suppose. That's largely it. Again, we'll see you in a couple of days. Are you going to Edmonton, Andre? No, I'm afraid I'm not. It is in a couple weeks, and it's far out. I don't think anyone from Montreal is going, which isn't really unfortunate. But that's all. We'll be back in a couple days. Thanks to everyone we played games with. Thanks to everybody in chat or watching the VOD. Hopefully you're having a good time. If you have nationals coming up, regionals, all that sort of stuff, best of luck. I'm going up maybe to do some commentary, maybe play. Oh, in Edmonton, fuck yeah. I hope Edmonton has a really good turnout. I know a lot of people from like northern states can make it. It's also Afterworlds, which is kind of exciting in some ways. Baza, thanks for streaming. Hey, thanks so much. Enjoy yourself. Ciao.